All right, we are live here at the ESDL matchup. This is Go Big Green versus the Benchwarmers.
Your worst decisions will haunt you.
Morgana banned, and this was a personal ban toward the team of the Benchwarmers because I believe they have a good Morgana on that end.
Yeah, from what I see here, Bentage has over almost 200 games played on Morgana this season alone.
So yeah, that's a good one to get rid of. By the way, just to let you know, my name is XX Howling XX, and this is
Jesus carries.
all right.
Fear the shadows.
Fear controls them.
Kane is gone, and that's more of a meta ban than a personal one, because the jungle on our end doesn't main that.
Yep, same on my side. I don't see anyone that plays a lot of Kane, but you know, a good blue Kane that gets ahead can literally 1v5, so it's a good ban.
Right, and now let's talk about the ban of Lee Sin. That one definitely against our team, because Lee Sin is one of his top jungles.
You are right to fear my greatness.
Good focus ban then. And Mordekaiser, no one wants to play against that, like super S tier at the moment.
Nope. If you get to level 6 with Mordekaiser, you're walking damage. You're just walking damage. That's ridiculous.
For sure. And plus, once you get that Rylai's, you just like eternally stick to someone, so there's no escape.
And then you just walking slow.
Yeah, for sure. Super annoying.
Now Zaya, that one is one of ours. That one's definitely one of ours.
Yeah, if I have someone that I think Smalls plays a lot of Zaya as well on his match history. He's played like 4 of the last 7 games Zaya, so it's maybe a target ban.
It looks like it. It depends on who they go. Okay, so we got Aatrox top going into Rumble.
I know that Rumble mid apparently is S tier as well at the moment. I think Bjergsen played it in the LCS this weekend.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure, but it looks top. I'm not sure if they're gonna look to swap it mid or if he's gonna play it top. But
Graves looks like he's gonna be jungling.
okay.
It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, I haven't seen a Graves in a long time. He's fell out of favor this season.
All right, as we go into the second round of bans. Gonna go into the second round of bans here.
No cure for food.
And Yasuo, the classic.
The classic Yasuo.
The classic. Two partial items and he starts getting out of control. One full item, he's just already gone.
Yeah, pretty much. If he gets ahead and he gets that 100% crit, it's pretty much over if he gets ahead. He can 1v5.
But what's interesting is we have Zyra mid.
Really? Maybe it's a swap support. Let me see. Who knows?
That looks mid to me.
Well, I don't know. Like, there's someone on Bentage also plays a lot of Zyra support.
Right.
It's his 4th most played. That was a Morgana player that they target banned, so Zyra is probably his like second most played support.
And Silas is another target ban for us. Our jungle plays a lot of Silas as well, and that is another good, very good. I don't know why they would ban him in the second round of things.
I don't know, like instead of like
we have Kaisa, the woman who can do everything, and versus Ashe, your first ever ADC, your everyone's first love.
Sure.
Sure. Kaisa and Yumi. We're gonna start poking around, but we get banned into Thresh. Now we get a chance to talk about this team composition.
I don't know, like quick like that. What I'm seeing is that there's not like there's a lot more hard CC on the Benchwarmers side. Like a lot of the CC on the other side is like unreliable. You got the Rumble ult, the Vel'Koz knock-up, the Yuumi ult, but you know, it's all pretty close range and like not really. On the other side, you have hooks, you have roots, you have Ashe arrows, you have knock-ups, you have cocoons. Yeah. So I would probably give like a 5v5 team fight to the Benchwarmers with just the comp.
I agree with that. But they have a lot of pick potential over here on Go Big Green. They have a lot of pick potential. with
Oh,
the
yeah, for
Kaisa
sure.
and Yumi. Definitely can poke you down. Heavy poke.
Yeah, for sure. But I mean, and plus the Kaisa ulting in with a Yumi, that's like a Yumi delivery system. You could literally like ult in and then like ult on the back line. So I guess that comp could go really well.
Exactly. That's one piece of the comp can go really well. But then you could also have Valkaz go ahead and now y'all stuck in a line and he can shoot everything down that line. So you can stack those ults on top of each other to
Exactly.
create like a combo. If you
Yeah,
know.
yeah. The Yumi ult and the Vel'Koz ult has like really good synergy, and if you layer it up with the Rumble ult to slow them to
Mm-hmm.
like you
And
can engage with the Rumble ult, slow them, then you can get your free Yumi procs, and then Vel'Koz just cleans up. That could be pretty
because
devastating.
this team is gonna kill anybody in a line. You
That's
can't
yeah,
walk.
that's
And then Graves is also a straight line shot as well.
yep, that's very true.
So they're trying to kill whatever walks in a straight line. Like, don't come out lined up.
That's for sure. But I mean, like Thresh hooks from Fog of War, Ash arrows from Fog of War, the long Zyra route as well. They
Right.
have a. I mean, plus having like the team fight advantage, in my opinion, I think they have a lot of pick potential as well on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's going to be really who's going to play like the early and the mid game. It's going to get ahead and then try to keep their
Exactly.
lead.
It's that early game that's gonna dictate. And let's talk about our teleports. Each team has one teleport. One teleport going for Rumble, our top laner, and our mid laner, which is Zyra.
Oh, it is.
Which
You were right.
is Zyra.
So
That's
vintage. Okay, so he actually maybe he main support and he kind of like flexes his Zyra mid once in a while. I don't
right.
know. It's interesting,
And
but I mean Zyra works super well mid. I'm not sure why it's not played more, why it's not more popular because
but
it's like
into Valkaz,
I don't know. I mean the
who's
range.
also used as a support, by the way.
hmm
Also used as a heavy support.
Very AP heavy on the go big green side as well. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
Kaisa does a lot of magic damage even if she's an ADC. So I don't know. Too bad they don't have any tanks. I mean, like if Thresh decides to get a locket, I think that could be a locket in for the team fights and the magic resist for the team. I think that could go very well and help them out a lot.
Definitely could benefit the entire team in that manner. Definitely. Well,
Yeah, but we'll see what happens.
we'll
I think.
definitely see. We'll definitely see. The team fighting is going to be interesting, especially with two teams that have ult combos.
I don't know for sure. I think that anytime they'll get a pick, that person is definitely dead because they have like so much damage on both sides
I
that
agree.
if
But
they get caught, they're goners.
but let's talk about Aatrox in the Rumble really quick. Aatrox into Rumble. I'm I'm pretty sure that this matchup goes to Aatrox. Why pick Rumble?
Well, I don't know. I mean, Rumble, and plus he went teleport too, so he doesn't have the ignite like kill pressure.
Right.
Plus, I mean, against like all that Aatrox healing, the Rumble will have to rush his Morelos first because if not, he's just gonna get like steamrolled over.
Exactly.
Let's see, and plus like Aatrox is super strong. He actually went Conqueror, which was fine, and plus with the Domination second, his probably went like Taste for Blood to get all that extra healing. So he's like really hard to push out of lane. So yeah, I think I give it to you. I think Aatrox wins that lane plus with the ignite.
Right. So he's really looking to kill and snowball to the other lanes. But we're about to see exactly what goes down as we get set to load into the rift. All right. Excuse us while we catch up. Are you still on 0-0?
Yep, I'm still on 0-0. It's loading
All right.
up.
We have to make sure because Riot never gets these times right.
Yeah, mid just started. I'm at 4 now.
5.
7.
Perfect.
8.
We're
Okay,
on.
cool. Let's go. Okay, so what's loading up? I guess we could look at their runes and keystones. See if there's anything.
I don't
see.
see.
So
I see everything's pretty standard in my end.
Yep. Oh, actually, Elise went Comet. I guess for the burst.
Right.
But I mean, I haven't seen an Elise jungle in like so long. I guess she's pretty versatile.
It seems like it'll work. And we're just, this is early game. This is early game bluffing.
Yeah, for sure. Just sizing the other team out,
Just-
trying
yeah.
to send a message.
We're not scared of you. Though we
Exactly.
might be throwing, though we're throwing powers from a bush. Just saying.
Get on my bad side.
Playing a little bit of chicken.
Oh!
Red
They were
mixed
trying
up.
to wait. This might not be just a little bit of poking around.
I don't know. They seem to be retreating to help their junglers do their buffs, respectively.
Right. But Thresh was trying. No, I'm talking about Thresh in particular. He was
Oh,
trying
yeah,
to
yeah.
hook you.
Yeah, he was thirsty. He was going for it, but I mean, like a hook on that would have chunked someone really, really down, and they would have been late to lane. So that would have
Right.
been really. It's worth a shot. Might as well take it and try it.
Because you'll definitely have your hook back by the time you get back to lane. So.
Oh yeah, definitely. And the mana will have regen by then.
All right.
But yeah, so what do you have here? Actually, both. What I'm looking at here is that both ADCs went Doran's Blade. So I mean, if they get like, especially the Ashe that's gonna get poked heavily by the Yuumi, I probably would have went Doran's Shield for the poke.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And plus, Kai'Sa comes back to lane with already she already lost about 150 HP because of that level 1 shenanigan.
But Ashe just lost it right back with that Yuumi. With that Yuumi
see,
Q.
that's exactly what I'm talking about. The poke with no Doran shield. Oh, she's trading back nicely though. Kai'Sa has HP.
Aatrox.
Man, he's going for it.
Yuumi.
But that's exactly what Aatrox has to do top, because since he doesn't have the teleport, he can't get pushed out, or if not, he'll lose like a lot of CS and a lot of experience.
Correct.
So he has to put the pressure on Rumble. He can't let himself get bullied.
Just flying in it. Oh.
Oh.
Yuumi.
Okay.
Yuumi taking some risk.
Yeah.
Missing Ashe. Ashe going for it. Blast in. Oh, she got stunned by something. And first blood goes over to Kai'Sa.
Damn, yeah, that was really greedy though, like flashing in when your Thresh was so far away.
You could. I don't feel like there was a ping there or a communication. I think she just saw her got low and wanted to go in for it and thought that she could melt her quickly.
Well,
and got
for sure,
stunned.
but I mean, they have like super defensive summoners as well bot with the Yuumi that doesn't really need to flash. She had exhaust and heal, so there's no way she was gonna kill her like ever.
Aatrox is doing a good job of pushing this Rumble out of lane as well.
Yeah, for sure, and plus he's 10 CS ahead on the Rumble, so yeah, he's doing his job well, like we discussed earlier.
Right.
Well, I mean, at least Aatrox is compensating.
Whoa, we were speaking too soon as Graves comes in, chunking him down. He's running, flashes in, and Graves takes him to the grave. Aatrox goes down.
Yeah, so that's exactly what we were talking about earlier. Now he has to walk all the way back to lane while Rumble like takes all that CS and that XP.
Right. But he's
Yeah,
already
so
behind, so it's probably gonna even out a bit.
Yeah, exactly. But the big advantage as well is that Rumble will be able to catch up, and plus he can TP back whenever needed. So let's see the other lanes how they're going.
I like the Yuumi play here. I like to play on Yuumi, going out, bombing in and out. Mid lane, not much going on.
Yeah, but
other
just a
than-
farm fest mid.
Just playing Harvest Moon mid.
Farm.
Don't mind me.
Yeah, Farm Simulator 2019.
Whoa!
But,
Dodging that Thresh Q. Not having much
nice.
luck.
Yeah, no, he's not hitting a lot of those Qs. I think he landed one earlier under the turret, but I mean... Oh, the play bot.
Wait,
Okay, they're going for it.
they're going
Is that-
for it.
Oh!
Backed out. Oh, and Ashe barely, but it comes as a count as Ashe takes down Kai'Sa.
Yeah, just clipped her with the volley at the
Just
end.
clipped her. Oh, if it was a snake, it would have bit you.
Yeah, but actually mid, Zyra is having a little bit of problems dealing with her mana because she's almost and Vel'Koz is full mana.
And that's one of the reasons that you don't play her mid. That mana that she needs to stay poking at you is a lot. It's absorptive.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Vel'Koz should try and push her under
Ashe
turret as fast as possible.
This Ashe is fighting everybody.
Yeah, she wants blood, definitely. Okay, so we got actually Elise counter juggling the Graves while he's seen Bob. That's good. That's
Ooh,
good
and
awareness on
Vel'Koz,
his part.
shoot! Oh, and Zyra goes down! That Vel'Koz ult chews at you so fast, especially if you already have the stacks on you.
Exactly, and plus he had enough mana to do his full rotation, as in Zyra had nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah, she had nothing left in the tank for Zyra, sadly.
I'd like to see this Aatrox go in. He's got 6 and Rumble is still 5.
Oh, he just got 6, so
So
he
that
missed
he missed that window.
Yep. So yeah, I think Rumble all in all is still doing a pretty good job at like holding him, even he got behind and got the kill, but he still has his TP up, so he could either teleport back to lane and keep pressuring, or try and make a play
Right.
somewhere else on the map.
Hopefully he goes for that. Though he's ahead of the Aatrox right now. You know, and that's due to that early game gank. He's still behind in CS.
Exactly. I mean, he's still a good like 16 CS behind.
And that's
So,
gonna
yeah.
and it's gonna catch up to him soon.
Yeah, for sure. If he doesn't make a player try and pressure a little bit somewhere else on the map, because I don't know, Aatrox is just like a monster in lane because he has so much self healing because of his passive, and plus if you want domination second.
And that minion hook. He's just showing you exactly how the minion hooks down bottom.
Oh, the flash.
Oh, but the flash rake going in on him. Shoot down. Kaisa trying to take down Thresh. Gets grabbed.
Here comes Graves.
Here comes Graves.
The nice cocoon.
But at least come down on top of him, and that's a double kill going over the ass as they turn on Yuumi. And Yumi's just heals and goes, hey, I don't want nothing to do with this. I was just trying to help.
Yep, at least it's starting up the Ocean Drake. That's definitely a good move.
So that was definitely a good play. That was definitely a good play from the BenchWarmers. They caught Kaisa out by herself.
Yep.
And made her pay for it.
Didn't have that Yuumi to help you that time.
They made him pay for that deep ward. Like, yes, you get the deep ward and that deep vision, but your ADC needs to know and needs to play safe while you do so.
For sure. They just lost whatever advantage that they have. Yeah, Kaisa's been having a hard time. She's actually going the Ramana ban. She's going with the tier. She has like, actually Kaisa's gonna have a pretty weak mid game. She has no combat stats at the moment. All she has is a tier and a couple of daggers.
Right.
As an Ashe just got like 2 kills. So I'm interested.
And she's getting ready. I feel she's getting ready to go either like buy BF or more of.
Yeah, well, she's going Blade of the Rune King first.
Okay. Which makes sense.
I mean it's pretty
if you're
safe.
ahead.
Yeah, exactly. And plus, I mean, now she'll have all the necessary sustain in lane, so she won't get pushed out as easily.
Tag.
Kyra.
Oh, there's the ult from Ashe on the Yuumi. Not.
Whoa, barely getting away.
Oh.
Zyra trying to do something mid versus this Vel'Koz.
Oh, well, actually, Zyra is CSing surprisingly well. Even though she gave up that kill, she's still even in CS with the Vel'Koz. Yeah, see, the Rumble, like I mentioned earlier, he went on to
Got pulled! Thresh on top of Kaisa, shooting.
Kaisa's only
on the Ashe, just trying to get to her, but she's got kited away. Yuumi trying to take her down and gets clipped by Thresh.
Oh, the hook.
And just let her shoot her. That's another double kill going over the Ashe.
Yeah, the 5-1 Ashe is definitely going to be what they're going to have to work around if they want to close this game off early.
And Graves has come down. He's tried. He's just ineffective versus this 5-1 Ashe.
Yeah, but I mean, Graves is a power farmer. If you don't get those first 10 minutes to, like, easy on the map or get some free kills, I mean, he doesn't even have...
And he got pulled by Thresh! Oh!
Another hook.
Oh, and then
Yeah, Thresh securing the kill.
Oh.
Yeah, this bot lane, though, 6-1 combined.
Seems to be an Achilles heel for this game.
Yeah, Kai'Sa's going up to try and blast at the Ashe, but
with Top not dominating, he's keeping up, but he's not dominating. He's actually down by 28 CS.
Exactly. Yeah, Top is losing, even though he got the assist. The bot lane is like probably at least a K or a 1.5 down. Yeah, they're really gonna need a good skirmish or a good pick to try and get like either the Rift Herald or the next dragon or something like that to get back into this.
Right. Otherwise, this is just gonna start running away from them.
Exactly. I mean, Ashe has a 11-minute work already completed, whereas Kai'Sa is looking at still components of the Muramana and not even completed yet.
And then Leaf comes down. That's the last thing you wanted to see.
Right, for sure. Whiffs the cocoon, and Ashe whiffs her ult as well.
Just enough for you to back up.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, they're trying to press their lead, but knowing that the Ashe arrow was down, they could definitely try and gang up on her. But the Graves is so far behind as well. He's trying to do what he can, but
Graves showing up.
There we go. Oh,
but getting chased down. And goes down again.
Yeah,
Kai'Sa
very nice.
And Ashe takes down and double kills Kai'Sa and Yuumi down bottom solo.
Yeah, very kind of greedy to go for the 5-1 Ashe.
I mean, I get that you like. I see if you wanted to do that with like a tank support. Do that with like a support that actually puts a lot of damage on her. But Yuumi does that over time. You're not giving Yuumi the time to poke at her and get her low. Oh! And Thresh just grabs and gives that kill over to Zyra. That's a gift. He wrapped that up for you nice and tight.
Yeah, for sure. After those couple of missed hooks at the early of the game, he's landing hook after hook like every time he roams or tries to engage.
You just need a little warm up.
Yeah, exactly. Just throwing those out there to start with. But yeah, he definitely. Oh, first turret to Ashe as well.
And this Ashe takes first turret. They're giving Ashe all of this resource and these solo, and she gets the solo gold for that too.
Damn, yeah, I think it was like 610 gold for that first. The root on the Graves.
The root's on the Graves.
And dead again. Oh, yeah.
And dead again.
Yep, so they're going to be able to start up pretty uncontested that Mountain Drake.
Rumble coming down. Looks like we're going to be breaking in a team fight sooner than we thought.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. Well, I mean, now they kind of have to try and get that Rumble ult over the pit if they want to try something.
But, Zyra stopping Kai'Sa.
Yeah, got the nice root. Oh, Vel'Koz is trying to steal it with his ult.
And Rumble stole it! He's stealing! Ooh, he's stealing!
Oh, that's
Kai'Sa, get down! Ult!
Okay, there we go. There's a Yuumi delivery system.
We talked about that earlier.
Okay.
But still gets taken down. Yuumi gets stepped on. He jumped down, but Graves coming out of nowhere! Double kill! One going over to Yuumi! Zyra roots him to get away, and that's gonna end the skirmish!
Damn, that was a bloodbath.
I can't get it off my hands!
Too much action going on all around the map. Meanwhile, Aatrox
at top lane.
Meanwhile, he's trying to get those last plates. Well, no, it's actually 14 minutes, so no more plates available.
So, yep, no more available, but he's trying to knock down that turret.
Yeah, trying to get some pressure points on the map for the Go Big Green. But all in all, still they got the Mountain Drake. So
they're coming up for him.
Oh,
but he sees him thanks to his ward.
Nice. Vision saves lives. Smokes, don't forget.
All day. Now they're trying to go. And Ashe, comes down.
Okay.
It's Graves, but Graves able to get away.
Oh, the Ashe is a.
But the Ashe still shooting away. Takes him down. Aatrox comes down. That's the last person you wanted to see. Rumble getting clipped on. Yuumi tried to come in and save him. Is gonna lose her life too.
That's an ace.
And an ace going over to the BenchWarmers. That bench is warming up. Let's get right to the game.
Yeah, and plus they get that Rift Herald that will be able to march mid, probably maybe get T1 mid for sure, maybe even T2 because they're so far ahead.
But they're definitely going to take top as well because Aatrox was already working on that. It's not going to be much.
Yeah, I mean, this is looking pretty bleak, honestly. It's already a 10k gold, 11k gold lead.
It's looking pretty bad. They had an okay fight there. I think they reached too far.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the Ashe just went like full beast mode. She flashed over the blue buff kit to like chase for those kills.
Right. And and they did a good job of like, you know, they made a mistake there. Okay. And they capitalized on it. They got kills off of it. They were.
But I mean, but honestly, I didn't expect them to go that far with the Rift, though. I mean, they got half of the inhib turret. Top is at half as well, the T2.
And they're like reaching. They're reaching the. You know, they were reaching for too much there.
Yeah, but I mean, honestly, they shouldn't get too greedy, though. They probably have a lot of gold after that fight. Those 2 turrets. They should probably just reset.
Oh! And Rumble gets grabbed. Ashe volley over the wall, and Ashe is gonna take the kill as she goes down. And they're looking for that tier 2 turret from the top lane.
Yeah,
and it goes down. This lead. What do they say in the movie? This plan just gets worse and worse.
Yeah, I mean now it's a 12k. Oh,
and Aatrox takes him down. He goes down so fast.
Okay.
But it's Yumi.
A little bit greedy though.
Trying to get Ashe out of here. Here comes Elise.
Full man mode, seriously. Like they literally dived them with probably 5k gold in their pockets and still aced them again.
Jesus.
How this is so one-sided.
Putting on a show. The BenchWarmers showing that we are in the game.
Yeah, for sure. They're really not giving them any leeway. They're just.
And this Rumble gets caught by Zyra. Shut down. Look at him. He just came off a base and he died.
Yep.
He just got out. He just got out.
I mean, yeah, this Ashe is 15 and 2, so.
Good lord, he just got out.
The Ashe autos anyone once, and she just runs them down and does their full HP bar.
They're finally going back to spend some of this gold.
They probably have between them at least 10k gold to spend.
That is.
Just watch Ashe's items.
Okay, Black Cleaver built.
Yeah, there we go.
Berserk Reeve. She built an entire
Phantom Dancer.
Phantom Dancer. An entire Phantom Dancer.
Yeah,
the whole thing.
Yeah, she completed her Black Cleaver, bought a full Phantom Dancer, and got an Executioner's on top of that.
Jesus!
Just when you thought that she was already 1v5ing. I mean, honestly, I don't really see how they're going to come back with this one because now it's a 14k gold deficit at 18 minutes. They have also... Well, actually, they stole the Mountain Drake earlier, but now they're getting an Infernal on top of it.
Right? So now they're looking at knockdown turrets. Now they're trying to get... They were trying to get some kind of vision down there, which was a good idea. But
yeah, but they have no, like, they can't contest anything at the moment. They're pretty much stuck in their base for the next... They're gonna have to give up Baron. They're stuck in their base.
They can't contest any objective.
No, they have nothing. Unless someone split pushes, like, in a 4-1 or something, that's the only way they're gonna ever get a kill.
They're gonna take the tier 2 turret bottom with no concern. They're not even concerned.
Yeah, well, two inhibs down and the super minions already pushing into the base.
They're just distracting them.
Yeah, exactly. They're just buying time and poking them.
The tier 2 and even if they are somehow to be able to stop them and stand them.
I mean, it's still not over. That's one team fight won at a 15k gold deficit, so that's just one small thing in the right direction, nothing more. But yeah, just
as they now take the inhibitor turret, they just pushed them away from their own inhibitor turret.
Yeah, now with
you can't defend yourself.
No,
Yumio taking down Aatrox.
Okay, well Aatrox is gone, but I'm looking more at the Ashe and just one-shot the Graves with the...
Good. Graves goes down.
Yep, with
Kaita goes down. They're looking for Yumi. Yumi almost went down if he didn't get attached to Vel'Koz.
Yeah, that's
and Vel'Koz finally takes down Ash. But is it too little, too late? Trying to defend. Doing the best he can.
I mean,
But there's so many minions pouring in the base. And they're still in the base. The turret goes down. He gets grabbed. Zyra guns onto him. Elise comes down on top of him. Graves comes out. He's trying to do the best he can.
Yeah, with so many minions in the base, that's GG, I think.
Taika goes down. Thresh goes down.
Triple kill for Thresh.
But it's all over. And the first game goes over to the BenchWarmers at 21 minutes. Talk about proficient.
Yeah, 21-minute victory with almost a 17k gold lead.
Good.
Can't really be any cleaner than that.
They made it very clear we didn't care what you picked or what you did. We were here to kill you. And it's all started bottom. It all started bottom. It all started bottom with, and which we thought was going to go in the opposite direction. We thought it was going to go in the opposite way. Ash got greedy early, and we thought they were going to take that lead and snowball it.
Yeah, but those Thresh hooks can really turn a lane around.
It's true. Oh, man, it's true. So let's take a look at the damage graphs. I don't know why I'm doing this to myself.
Yeah, let's surprisingly realize that Ash outdamaged her whole team combined. But still, I mean, I think most of them were just like supporting Cass as the Ash. I mean, Thresh enabled her really, really well in the lane.
Right.
But it was the Ash show. It was the Ash show.
It was Ash. Yep. Ash carried this game very well. Zyra coming in at a very close second.
Yeah, but I mean, with all that AoE and the Rylai's, and plus with the perma slows with the Ash autos, I mean, once they get slowed once at the end of the game, there was no escape. I mean, they were so far ahead.
But we were talking in the beginning about how they were going to engage, and it looks like that's the way they engaged. They engaged with these kind of, if it works, then we go all in. If it doesn't, then we step back. Type of engages.
Exactly. Yeah, because with the Zyra root, even if she needs to ult to get that knock up, or the Ash volleys to slow them down, they can disengage pretty efficiently. Even for a defensive threshold, that's a really good disengage tool as well.
And that's insane to think. It's insane to watch that Ash just. There was a couple of plays that the Go Big Green shouldn't have did. The number one is the Rift Herald. Take your victories and go. You are still behind. Like, yes, you may have aced them in that, like, did good in that team fight, but you're still behind. Come on.
Yeah, it's baby steps at that point. Well, when you're behind, you're pretty much in it for the long run if you want to try and get back into a game, especially with that kind of deficit. So yeah, they would have had to been a little bit more patient, but that's what happened.
And they weren't patient at all. They went right for like the Rift Herald, like, this is ours. We can take this. No, you're behind. Understand that you're behind, and you need to catch up.
No, exactly. You farm the side lanes. You try to get pressure elsewhere on the map where the other team isn't. Get maybe a free turret while they're getting the better objective, and try and keep it even. Get a favorable fight, and try to get back into the game after that.
Because at that point, y'all were team fighting great. They had their team fighting on point.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. And honestly, they didn't even, like, everything that we said about the comps at the start. When you're that far ahead, everything goes out of the window, because, I mean, like the Thresh lands one hook and the Ash just runs down the whole team after that. So at that point, it's just to try and get a pick wherever you can and try and claw back.
That's nuts.
And yeah, no, that was a bloodbath too. 31 kills in 21 minutes for the other team.
21 minutes.
That's almost like, that's a kill every like 40 seconds basically.
And they work very well as a team. They work very well. Like, other than that Ash mistake earlier on, flashing in to go get him, other than that Ash mistake, they played beautifully.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, Elise got a couple of counter ganks. I mean, like when Graves showed up, which really I think she was present when Ash got her first double kill. That got her back into the lane, and after that, Thresh was just like a hook machine. He was landing hook after hook on the Kai'Sa. And one thing that's really interesting with the Yuumi is that I mean, you only have one target to land, but if you land on the correct, if you actually land it, you know what's Yumi gonna do if you get hooked or something? There's
Exactly. There's not. It's one target, and it makes it worse. Like, okay, I'm not gonna go for Yumi. I'm just gonna go for you.
Yeah,
You just
exactly.
made
You
my
you you only have one person to try and keep track of, and you don't have any defensive Morgana Black Shield or anything like that to worry about. That will negate your hook. You just focus on trying to hook that ADC, and that's your basically your only job. Makes it really easy for a Blitzcrank, for a Thresh, for a Nautilus,
hmm and
like we were
it's
saying.
and we were saying that, like, yep, yes, she's a great support. Yumi's a great support, but if your lane's losing, then there's not really enough you can do to get your team back into it.
Well, no, exactly. I mean, well, that's kind of the thing with a poke lane. Well, it wasn't a complete poke lane because they would have had to go something more along the lines of the of an Ezreal, maybe play the Ashe themselves to try and get like that double poke going.
Right.
Because I mean, like just a Yumi poking down an Ashe and a Thresh, as we saw, land one hook, and the fight goes to them. It's a bit risky playing, Kaisa with a Yumi. Even later in the game, you have that Yumi delivery system into the back, but
All right.
still.
We've talked a lot about game one. Let's get into what we want to see from each team during game two.
Well, if I start from on the losing side, definitely try and get something a little bit more that'll have a little bit more initiative in the jungle than a Graves. Like I mentioned earlier, I mean, he hasn't been in favor for a long
Mm-hmm.
time because he got nerfed to the ground, doesn't bring anything to the table in his kit more than a slow for ganking, and if he doesn't have a red buff for his ganks, he's pretty much useless. So I don't
Yep.
know, maybe try if their plan is to try and layer those ultimates like the Rumble, the Vel'Koz, get like a J4 in there or something, or a Sejuani, like a big tank that'll like keep them in place, so you could that'll enable the rest of your carries.
Yep. Soak up some damage. Do your jobs.
Exactly, and
Soak some
plus the
damage up.
tank would have been good because I mean they were all squishy. They didn't like.
And
Admittingly, the other team didn't have a tank as well, but I
right,
mean,
but they had an Ash that was like just melting you, and you had nobody to stand up to it, like just to stand there long enough for you to get all your abilities off.
yeah, exactly. I mean, they did like I mentioned earlier. The Go Big Green didn't have any like reliable like hardcore CC. It was like really like okay, if you land the Vel'Koz knockup, if you land maybe the Yumi if she's enabled by something, or if they're out of position. I mean, at that point, with an ADC that's that far ahead, you need to lock her down. If not, she'll just
Right.
run you down like she did all game.
And we saw how effective the Yumi ult was actually in the game because we seen it actually work one time, and that's
Oh
that
no,
fight
for
by
sure.
Dragon. But you're right. I would like to see them also. I'd also like to see a different support. I understand that you want to play Yumi, but I want to see
Hmm.
you on something that can actually have a presence in lane.
I know for sure. I mean, like maybe a couple of ideas is maybe I would probably, and also for the second game, we could also talk about what we don't want to see in the game that was really strong for them. I would probably get rid of that Thresh 100% because
Yeah.
even if the Ashe carried the Thresh hooks were on point all game.
And the Thresh hook, like, and the when he came mid, he put Zyra in the game as well.
Exactly. I mean, when he flanked her and flanked Vel'Koz and got that nice flay into the hook into the ult, got Zyra the pressure mid that she needed to keep it to get online as well.
Yep. So he basically went around and put everybody online. The only person he didn't have to put online was Aatrox, and that's because Aatrox was already he was just playing Harvest Moon. He wasn't worried about none of y'all.
Yeah, exactly. And let's say Aatrox, anyways, is a pretty safe pick. I mean, he can farm and he can be really useful because of his if he gets an elimination with his ult, just gets a second life, just gets in there, dishes out some damage, gets some knockups. So yeah, I mean, he didn't really need to do anything because bot lane was so far ahead. But yeah.
So I now let's talk about game two for the red side.
Okay, so I don't know. It's kind of hard with a 21-minute victory to find something that was off in the game.
Right.
But I don't know. Like, I think it's just to keep the pressure going. They sent a strong message in the first game that
Right.
they're really definitely not playing around.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. So just use that. I think
Keep
that
keep them tilted. That's a good plan.
Yeah, because anything other than that, I mean, in picks wise, I mean, the game was so one-sided that it's kind of hard to find anything that was wrong with their comp because, I mean, at that point when you're
I
15K
mean,
goal out ahead.
there was stuff wrong with their comp. It's just they overcame those with good skilled play. Like, we could still criticize the comp itself. Like, okay, for anyone else other than that, the people working those characters and working that team, if somebody else would have played, it wouldn't have enough CC. They wouldn't have enough this and this piece,
Yeah, yeah,
and
no, for sure. I mean,
you
of
know,
course, you can always be critical on it, but I mean, I think at the end of the day, what's important is how they executed it, and they really did it flawlessly, except maybe a couple of stumbles early game. But I mean, at that point, I mean, Ash knows what she's doing, except maybe for that questionable flash at level 3. But I mean, after that, she was like kiting extremely well. She was landing mostly some good ultimates, and knew exactly when to go in and when it wasn't her fight.
right,
I mean, when Thresh did that roam on the Vel'Koz Ash, double killed 2v1 both of them. So I think she knows very well her champ. I'm not.
right.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's ban worthy because it's kind of hard to know.
I think it
How,
is.
you think so? I don't
Get
know.
rid of
I
it.
think.
Get
I
rid of it.
mean, because the thing
I
is,
don't care. That was too much damage too fast. Plus, that slow actually hurt them a lot. That slow hurt a lot of
yeah,
people.
it's true that like a hard CC ultimate on an ADC plus the slows with no tank. But if they pick a tank at that point, maybe they'll be able to do something.
Right. But if they plan on playing a comp similar to their last one, Ash has got to go. Ash has got to go. She's built in CC. She just walks around and she's just gonna shoot you and slow down. Shoot you, slow down. Shoot you and slow down. And then when you decide to turn around and like, you know what? I'm just gonna die anyway, so I'm gonna turn around and fight her. And she's just gonna shoot you and run away. Shoot you and run away. Shoot you and run away. And you're gonna be dead. You're like, oh my, I should have just fought from the beginning.
Yeah, no, exactly. Because like late game with that slow on her, if she has red buff and her passive slows, if you get autoed only once and you're out of position and you don't have any disengage tools in your kit, I mean the Ashe is just gonna run you down if she's even or ahead. So you really
Right?
have to be careful for your positioning with an Ashe on the Rift.
And that's why I said, get her out of here. Get her
Yeah,
out of here.
and plus with the changes like to the items and all that, she's actually in a pretty good spot like generally as ADCs go. So with all that we mentioned, definitely gonna have to watch
Yeah,
out for that.
I would definitely ban her. Get her out of here.
Okay, so they're ready. Okay, so I think we're good to go to start the draft for the second game.
All right, we're ready to cast the second game. We're waiting for them to go ahead and get us into it. And I'm very interested to see how the bans went this time. And I want to see if we're right. If they got rid of that Ash and they got rid of that Thresh.
Yeah, I think that how the first game went. I mean, the pick and draft is going to be very very pivotal to how the next game will go.
Right. And hopefully Go Big Green Go can get into this.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I definitely want to see a third game between these two squads. I mean,
Um,
nobody wants to go 0-2 in a best of 3, especially after that first game. I think they're gonna have something to prove as well.
mhm.
Try to show that they.
Unfortunately, you only get to play 2 games in the ESDL. So even if you win the next one, you only get those 2 games. You don't get to play a third.
Oh, really? I wasn't even aware of that. I thought it was a best of 3.
Same here. When I first cast, I thought the same thing. But that's not the case. You get 2 games. No matter the
But
result, 2 games.
but isn't this playoffs though? Doesn't one team have to be eliminated? They can't go 1-1, or do
I
they
don't
fix stats?
I don't even know if this is playoffs. I think this is regular season. I think we're just starting.
Well, I mean, from what I was conversing with the players earlier, and they told me that
Mhm.
it was the playoffs, unless they were
Really?
mistaken. But, yeah. So I think they're going for 3 games.
Because every game that I've cast so far, they've only played 2. and once they got whatever the result is for those 2 games, they didn't play another. Because I've had some 1-1 matches, and I'm like, all right, cool. Who's gonna win? And they stop.
Oh
I'm
my
like,
god,
oh,
it's killing me. Oh no, it's over. It's a tie.
Oh, don't do that to me. It's just over with. If you are liking what you're seeing and you're liking what you're hearing, why don't you join the ESDL? It's only $25. We definitely need more players, commentators, casters, coaches, and everything in between. If you are into League of Legends, you should be in the ESDL. You can get better quickly. And we don't discriminate about your rank, so come on in.
Okay, so it looks like the draft is underway, and they're about halfway through, so we'll be able to comment on that in the next few moments.
Right. As soon as that gets up.
Won't give any spoilers of what's going on.
No spoilers. Just
actually, I think they were listening to us. There is a couple of things though that
yeah,
that we were right about that we'll be able to
definitely. I mean,
check in those team cops.
because we definitely have to. We're very good at picking out what happened in that game because that game went way too fast.
I mean, it was all downhill after the Ashe got her 2 double kills.
But nah, they actually had the glimmer of hope moment. They had the glimmer of hope second in that fight against Dragon. They took Dragon. They took kills. That was a moment of hope. That was a window. But they flew too close to the sun and got burnt, and now they're down here.
Yeah, but I do believe that the dragon that Rumble stole with its ultimate was actually a mountain.
Right.
Which would have been really, really good later in the game to try and pressure Baron or something like that if they would have gotten a couple of picks. But as we mentioned earlier as well, they weren't patient enough to wait to that point. And
right. You flew way too close. You flew way too close to the sun too quick.
Exactly. They just made a mistake after mistake afterwards, and then when you have the 15-2 Ashe running after you, when she buys a PD right out of base.
And it just hurts you as we get into the picks and bans for game number 2.
So let's see what they'll ban first.
All right, and we have go Big Green Go on the left side, and we have the BenchWarmers on the right side.
All right, so there we go, the Thresh ban.
Thresh ban, gone. Get it out of here.
Yeah, right out of the gates, they banned that Thresh that really carried that bot lane. Not to take anything away from Ashe, but those hooks were really insane all game. So I'm glad to see that go. So yeah, so definitely if I'm go Big Green Go, the Thresh ban was a must. You don't want to see that in the bot lane anymore.
And of course the Lee Sin
The
ban.
weak fear the shadows.
Yeah.
Fear controls
It's true that we
them.
did have well, maybe not a one trick, but a very proficient Lee Sin player on Go Big Green Go, so it's a good target ban.
But then of course we take Kane out of the game because we don't want anything to do with someone with a Kane.
Yeah, actually, we have Kane and Mordekaiser banned as well. Same reasons as before. Just very meta jungler for Kane, and Mordekaiser just level 6 kills you right away.
And that's a target ban. That's a target.
Yeah. Yeah, probably didn't feel very good, very comfortable in that lane as Rumble against the Aatrox. He got smacked around a lot. Even after getting that early kill on Aatrox, was still behind for most of the game.
And then we got Yuumi banned. I don't know what that one's about. I don't know what that one was about.
I don't think it was very ban-worthy.
That was a waste.
Yeah, I probably they could have probably. I mean, I would have probably banned the Ashe instead of the Yuumi.
Right.
So what do we got? We got a Jace. Okay, interesting.
We got a Jace into an Aurelia. And I know I'm gonna mess this up. Please don't kill me. I like to say I know it's a moo-moo, but I always say a mamu, don't shoot me.
Call him my mummy boy.
And there we go. If you plot that in, there we go. A Sejuani. We finally have a tank on the board. Let's go.
Yeah, well, we had the Amumu too, unless he goes some full AP cheese, but definitely mentioned it earlier. J4 said you wanted to get that lockdown and that tankiness into the comp.
All right, we got Orianna and Zyra as we go into the second set of bans. This one should be targeting our bot lane.
Sure. Okay.
Of course, get the Rakan out of here.
Lame.
You ban one half of Rakan and Xayah. One half.
But the question is, will they play the Xayah on the other side with the Rakan band?
That's a good point. I mean, that's why you ban one piece of it so they don't get him together.
We'll see. So we got the Elise band on the other side. I don't know. I think that the Elise as well is kind of a waste of a ban. I don't think that she was, you know, that big part of the victory unless
and then Hecarim's gone.
Hecarim. I mean, Hecarim 2 is like also just like a very, very meta, very easy to play, very effective in all stages of the game.
Right.
So that's a good ban.
And that final ban being Darius.
Darius, okay. But I mean, what I don't understand.
Oh no!
Oh, the Ashe coming out.
Oh no!
They did it. We called it. Like
we did it again.
Yeah, I mean, the bans on the Yumi, maybe arguably even the Rakan. I mean, you get rid of
Bruh!
But they hand over.
Why did you leave this Ashe out? Come on! Yo.
At least you.
Okay.
Oh,
they got a Xayah.
They play the Xayah anyways. That's interesting. Without the Rakan. Oh, and a Morg. Okay.
And a Morg. Okay.
That actually makes a lot of sense because with her ultimate Kiana, okay, a Kiana support.
A Kiana support?
Okay, breaking out of the meta a little bit.
A little. But wait. Slow down. Hold up. Hold up. Xayah support. How does that even work? What do you do with that?
I don't know. I mean, she's considered as a melee.
Does she have she got a CC, right?
Yeah, like kind of all depending on what element she has stacked at that moment. But I mean,
it's
still,
not like Pyke. Like
no.
Pyke
I mean,
support. You actually have a hook, and you have the dash.
Yeah, and plus
I'm trying to figure out what she has.
I don't know exactly. I mean,
I don't understand how this works.
Is it just sending a message that they're willing to play anything to get them against them and beat them anyways?
Like it might. Like if this works, I would hate to see people just doing this.
Yeah, live on stream losing to
like
Kiana.
No, not even like losing to us. I don't want to be broadcasting the new meta of Kiana support. I don't want that.
You heard it here. You heard
like,
it first here,
you
folks.
You see it here,
Kiana
folks.
Support.
Kiana support. Never like. Oh man, this would be a dodge for me if I see this in.
Oh yeah, for sure.
This is a dodge. This is a dodge match. What? And they're seriously going with this. Okay, so they got a tank on this side. The Jace is a better idea. Jace into Aurelia, that's a good matchup. Orianna into Zyra, that's a better matchup. So we're good here. We're good on both ends.
Yeah, I mean, both teams this time around have a pretty balanced comp, except maybe for the Kiana support, which.
What is that? What is that?
Well, I mean, arguably, I mean, her ult. I mean, she knocks back on her ult.
You could have picked anybody else.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just trying to play devil's advocate and giving her a chance to explain maybe why she picked it. I mean, she has a root on her Q and she has a knockback, disengage on her R.
She has those things. She has pieces.
Well, yeah, but that's the thing. It's really considered pieces because it really depends on the element that's on her Q. If you have for people who aren't really familiar with Kiana, I mean, she needs to have that river element on her Q to get that root. If not, it's just.
But to be fair, she is bottom, so that's where the river is.
Yeah, no, true. It can be useful, but I mean, there's so many other picks that you could have
But you could have done
used.
anybody else.
Exactly. I mean, anything like Lux support. Like
Lux would
nobody
have
has
been
picked.
great.
Yeah, like nobody has banned or picked Lux in these 2 games, and she's probably arguably one of the best champions in the game at the moment, especially support.
Right.
Like with Aftershock and all
And then,
that. So.
then of course her late game presence can't not be understated.
No, those like massive shields on a 6 or 8 second cooldown late game. I mean, can completely turn a fight around for your team. If that comeback on the shield lands at a crucial moment and saves a few lives.
Telling you, you could have done anything else. But
Yeah,
if they went with it,
yeah, we can't hate on the pick if they win with it.
We can't say nothing about it if they win with it. But they gotta win with it as we get set to load into the rift.
One thing I'm a little bit worried about though on Go Big Green Go side is that I find that a lot of their champions are very high skill cap. I mean, you got the Orianna that needs to have excellent awareness and ball placement to be effective. Jace is very hard to play as well effectively. Then you got the feathers to deal with Xayah. Sejuani's isn't always easy to land. And on the other side, it's basically just Mumu Q's in, ults everyone, and that's basically their fight. So I mean, their win condition on one side is a lot harder to obtain than the other. So that's one thing I'm a little bit worried about, but we'll see what happens.
But I also checked; they put some time into each of these characters, so hopefully that time is enough to carry them through. Because we're about to load to the rift and into game 2.
Let's do this. So let's see. Is there anything funky going on with the room?
15? 15?
I'm at 19, 20.
20. Got it.
Okay, cool.
All right, and I don't see anything funky with the room.
Oh, I mean, the electrocute on Kiana is still like goes with the troll pick, I guess. I mean, I guess she just wants to try and trade.
30 seconds until minions.
I mean, she is AD.
Bruh, I don't know if this is a troll pick, bruh.
I mean, I don't know, like
she dead locked this in. Like, I'm serious.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see. I mean, he played like Thresh really well the first game, and he carried like really hard. So we'll see if he knows what he's doing, what he's getting himself into.
Like, oh man, but
Minions has spawned.
But then Morg has Black Shield, right? Morg has Black Shield. Who can?
Well, I mean, Black Shield is for CC and magic damage. Kiana
Correct.
is AD. Oh, someone paused the game.
Oh, someone paused the game.
Nomad, okay, yeah, because one of them DC'd. Yeah, the Aurelia was actually still sitting in base.
Right. So I'm guessing they're gonna reset everything up and get back into it.
Yeah, we'll see. But I mean, we're already 1:15 into the game, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, they're not gonna let her rock. Oh wait, they're gonna let it rock?
Yeah, apparently. I mean, there wasn't any level 1 shenanigans. Yeah, she just bought a corrupting potion is going to lane, so nothing's lost, I guess.
I mean, I guess.
I mean, instead of doing the whole game over, I mean,
it makes sense. Nothing happened, so you're right.
Yeah, exactly. I guess it's a common accord that they just let it like fly. It would have really sucked if she would have conceded. One team would have gotten first blood. Then I think the conversation of do we start over would have been a little bit more heated.
Right. But nothing happened, so they're good to let that ride. All right. So as
let's get into this.
Let's get into this very interesting game. The release of the Kiana support.
See what happens. I mean, she went coin as well.
So yeah, coin is what you go for.
As Kiana
Aurelia
support,
jumping in and getting chunked down.
Yeah, she lost half of her HP bar level 1. That's the power of the Jace.
Jace hurting people's feelings.
Yeah, for sure. That's the power of any champion that doesn't really have an ultimate. You have those two pros. Oh, he's going heavy again on the trades.
Wow, it's going down. Kiana gets stopped.
Okay, actually bot got the level 2 advantage, and they chunked both Morgana and Xayah to half HP.
Right.
Well, staying pretty healthy, both of them.
Ash. This Ash should have been gone, but she's still poking at him.
Yeah, I'm calling the flash at level 3.
He's like, yeah, we're gonna call it.
Call
And
it
this
right away.
Orianna doesn't look like a good answer to. Don't look like he's being a good answer to this Zyra problem.
No, like having a little bit of trouble CSing against the Zyra. She's really getting zoned off by the plants.
She's down a half. She's down by half. Oh, and an early gank coming in.
Oh, there we go.
And gets taken down by Sejuani. First kill going over the big green. Oh, by the way, their name is a reference. And I want to make sure I point that out so that way I get cool points with those guys. Yes.
Isn't that like old school soccer movie?
No, it's Dragon Ball. It's Dragon Ball Z abridged, maybe.
Oh, is it?
Because you know they have Little Green and then Go Big Green Go.
I think I would prefer it to be to be the
soccer
Dragon
movie.
Ball reference. Yeah, but I mean like Big Green like is like a really old school like kids soccer movie. But anyways, let's get back to the game.
Right.
So let's see what's going. Actually, Amumu, even if he hasn't ganked, he's still staying ahead in camps. He's just doing like a full clear of his jungle and got topside scuttle. So even if Sedge got the first kill, they should be pretty even on gold.
Right. And they're being pushed out of lane just a little bit. They're playing a little bit back.
See here.
Diana jumps in.
Oh,
Gets taken down. Down. She stepped and stayed on Morgana's. Oh, and the hill comes down. And it goes down. Both of them go down. The big green double kill going over to Morgana.
There we go. That's what we wanted to see from the bot lane, taking control of that lane.
It's about time.
Yeah, showing them the ashes, and they're not worried about the ash.
And more importantly, Kiana did nothing to help. What a point that out. She went in. She stood on top. She got stunned on top of. Oh, that dive under the turn is gonna cost her big. As Jace looking to chase it. Oh, and decides against it. Chills out.
I am your
Yeah, well, he was
Manu, get stunned.
Okay, a nice binding by Morgana on the Mumu gank.
And just gets it and gets out of there. Using that binding becoming so much of a problem for Kiana.
I know for sure. I mean, the Kiana died because the Morgana had a very good reactive binding when she dashed in.
Right.
And once again, the Mumu gank, a nice confident binding, like right on him to stop everything and stop him right in his tracks.
And it just got out. They binded and got out. Bind, get out. They're playing a lot more solid this game than they did last game. Oh, and gets jumped on. Chunk, throwing it. She's moving around. Jace gets out. He almost lost his life in that trade.
Yeah, for sure. Actually, even getting that early gank, Aurelia is still doing very well in the lane. CS.
Their top laner really does excel at, okay, I got ganked, but I'm calm. I'm going to stay calm. Everything's okay.
Yep, just staying in this game, concentrate on CS, trading at opportune moments.
Right.
I mean, Aurelia is 13 CS up on the Jason. He's probably gonna have to expend his TP to get back to lane to not lose all that XP.
Right. And again,
here comes Sejuani.
And here comes Sejuani. Oh, but he flashes over it and gets taken down.
Very nice mechanics by the Sejuani to flash over that Aurelia stuff.
Yep. He flashed right over it.
Yep. Very nice. Yeah. See, so they're getting back into it. The Sejuani and the Yuumi ban that got us the Morgana as well is paying dividends for Go Big Green Go.
Right. My biggest thing about him is I'm glad that they didn't let that first game get inside their heads.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, in their defense, they're playing against a Kiana support that just got binded again and just lost.
And got binded and lost her life again.
And the Blade Caller. Oh, but she trades kills.
Trades kills. Ash
goes
down to Morgana. Another nice binding as Amamu comes down way too late.
Yeah, Amamu comes down.
Amamu.
Yeah, but see, once again, like
I proved that I know the real name of it. I just can't say it when I'm excited.
Yeah, but once again, I mean, very aggressive play by the Kiana and the Ashe, and the Ashe still keeps going, but was sitting literally in like 10 minions.
Ooh! And
up
top, he got nowhere to go, and getting taken down by Aurelia. One goes over. One goes over.
Yep, and there we go. Aurelia is just so far the only positive thing in the game is actually the Aurelia top that's really proving that she has prowess with that champion.
Ooh! And out of nowhere,
oh, the Sejuani
making plays across the map, giving Orianna some pressure relief.
Yeah, that's a 3-kill Sejuani and a 4-1 bot lane.
Ooh! But Amamu doing damage himself. Trying to walk away. He's crying on you. He's crying on you. And makes it out.
I mean, he just wants a friend, man.
Please, not over here. You're killing me with this.
Yeah, but still, Amumu having some good awareness, though. I mean, helping his Zyra out, just pushing out the lane so the Orianna loses that cannon wave, which is good awareness.
Very good.
That way, also, they already have a control ward in the river, so they could maybe try and look to get a little bit of pressure on Dragon.
Oh, and Sejuani again making a visit up top. This time making it her business to put pressure on the map. Morg,
another, we'll see.
Morg,
very nice.
Gets shot by Ashe's ult.
Oh, there we go.
But Kiana goes down. Zaya.
Oh, there.
Ooh, but Morgana picks it up because of the treacherous soil.
Yep, tormented soil doing a lot of damage. When does more damage is less HP you have, and actually Zyra rotated top to go and catch that wave. But meanwhile, Orianna is getting pressure mid. So I mean, just a trade of resources, pretty much. Orianna backing off.
Of course, because she's still not as strong as the Zyra, pushing her out of lane. Those plants being very, very pesky to her. But though she's getting pushed out of lane, her form is not bad.
Yeah, actually, mid evened out. I mean, they both have their lost chapters completed, so mana won't be as big of an issue now. So they'll both be able just to clear pretty evenly and just like push each other out and see who gets the upper hand on a rotation.
Gets binded.
Okay. Oh,
stuck on it.
Kiana getting binded.
Kiana getting binded.
Losing half of her HP, and here comes the Sejuani. Okay, hops over the wall. Okay, fair enough. But
chasing
still, we see
down.
that.
They're still chasing her. Oh, comes in. Amamu gets stuck. Crying, but gets taken down by Zaya. Zyra comes down.
Okay, Ashe got a kill.
But Ashe gets a kill. Looking for a second one. Orianna's ball.
Ashe actually got the shutdown.
Chasing down. Oh, and that. Oh, good Sejuani. And Zaya goes over. Kiana goes over and takes the kill.
And the Kiana gets the shutdown goal. Oh, the flash root by the Zyra misses, sadly.
Oh man, that would have been beautiful.
Yeah, but still, I mean, that's exactly what they had to do because Big Green got very, very greedy in their jungle and got caught out. Now Ashe is actually 4-3 though. She got 4-3 and shut down gold on the Sejuani.
Getting stunned. You can't back her off you. She's on you. Good job, Jace.
There we go.
Taking
so
triple objective.
Zaya
trying to take it. Blue team gets taken.
Oh, Zaya steals
and
it.
Did she oh wow, she stole it.
Yeah, actually Zaya stole it. I'm not sure if it was very worth giving up your life and pressure bot.
Exactly, it's just the movement speed buff.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that was really the right play because now, I mean, you were so far ahead as a Zaya, and now you're actually losing pressure bot after the Ashe got the shutdown gold. So, and plus all the kills early went over to Morgana. So,
tries to, but misses her stun as Jace gets away.
Yeah, they both extended flashes on that actually. Aurelia flashed in, and then Jace had the flash.
Kiana stuck her. Oh, and what an again the tip of that volley. Get rid of Ashe.
Yeah,
too good on this character. Too good.
all she needed was that shutdown on the Sejuani, and now she's really online to try and repeat game 1. Amumu is fighting the Orianna.
Crying on her. Crying on her.
Oh, okay, he disengages because he was slow. Orianna's still poking around
but they're
there.
still poking around there.
I mean, red team is living in their jungle at the moment, so I'm not sure. Yeah, see, actually, they got a nice deep ward near the blue team red buff, so they'll know exactly where Sejuani is.
But
she
she's
has a
gonna
control
start it
ward.
anyway.
Yeah, but I mean, she had a control ward in her inventory, so as soon as she's cleared it out.
And more coming to clear out the rest of them. Wards, because you don't want to, to know where you are all the time.
No, exactly. I mean, they recognize that they.
And hey, look, they're looking to take Kiana out.
Okay, Morg flashes in and ults. Yeah,
Done.
that's one dead.
You got caught out. Caught out.
Oh, very nice, and they give the important thing is that they gave the kill over back to the Xayah, so she gets a little bit like back into the game.
Right, because that dragon risk.
Yeah, kind of was an ineffective play. The Ashe is gonna try to defend here against 3 people. Staying back.
If they wanted that bad, let them have it.
Yeah, I mean at the moment Ashe is kind of just sitting there.
But they take some plates. They take some plates, get some gold.
Yeah, and plus we're at the 14-minute mark, so no more plates available. So it was now or never to get that extra gold.
And Ashe gets binded. Morgana got her stuck down. Ignited. And get shut down before she can take down Morgana.
Okay, we have a skirmish mid as well. Amumu fighting. Oh, okay, they disengage with the Zyra ult. Oh,
comes in. Puts Kiana just doing damage down bottom.
Whoa. Okay, Kiana actually killed the Xayah.
Hold on. Just because she's doing damage does not make her a support.
Doesn't make her viable, but I mean, she went
okay.
first. Played first for the Kiana, so I mean, of course she does damage. But...
Saints will grow on the graves of my enemies.
Get that? Nothing much happening around the map until you see a TP.
Okay, so we got the TP top.
So it looks like they're looking to collapse in on them.
Yeah, or maybe trying to get control over the Rift Herald as well.
Well, they're looking to kill Jace so they can go for Rift Herald.
But they're gonna have to. Okay, no, they're actually starting.
No, they're starting it up.
Okay, well, I mean, it's fair. I mean, they have vision right over there. They have vision over the pit. They have a control ward in the bush.
And Jace can't contest. There's 3 of them.
No, it's a very solid call to go and get that rift.
Right. Team spread it across the map. You just
they had all
this
the
money back.
Yep, they had all the
3 of them up there.
vision.
Nah, you're good.
Bot is just on an island, still 2v2ing. Okay, well, Jace is gonna try and save this turret 3v1.
But we were just talking about it. If they want it that bad, jumps in on a Mamu, gets done. Zyra, nice!
Oh, a nice stopwatch.
But Irelia did not care about your stopwatch all your life. He jumps under it, takes it, and battle turret goes down. Ashe shooting her heart out, and finally takes down Morgana. But a double kill going over to the bot lane.
Okay, well, I mean, they're basically just like a 3v1ing on opposite sides of the map, but they do have Rift Herald, so that's a free T2 for the Benchwarmers.
Correct. They're gonna trade T2, and probably even a little bit of that inhibitor turret as well.
If they, what? Amumu is taking turret shots. Yeah, they're actually gonna get this inhib turret.
They got the inhib turret, and they traded that for the bottom turret. Don't be green. They're making good plays here. Big Green are making good plays.
Well, actually, Benchwarmers got those 2 turrets and a good chunk of the inhib. At least they responded with a bot turret, but they got like a very they got 2 turrets and like about a third of the inhib's HP.
Man, that's like your brother getting a PlayStation for Christmas and they gave you socks.
Yeah, like even socks. I mean,
they gave you socks. You You just took socks. You didn't go for Dragon or nothing after that. Dragon is still an objective that's up.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the Ocean Drake was spawned all that time while they were doing that 3-man push with Rift Herald.
So, yeah, instead of trying to force yourself to do that, to respond to that.
Okay, just Jace TPing in for that.
And Zyra got caught out and got annihilated.
Yep, she got caught
Diana.
out, but they expended a lot of key ultimates though on trying to.
Oh, and Ash catches Jace.
Okay, Jace
gets in with the Randuins.
Jace is deleted.
And Ash gets killed. Morgana takes her down as another one goes down. And the dragon goes over to green. Amamu stuck in the pit. Can't leave and got blinded. He goes down too. Here comes Aurelia trying to clean up this play. 1 kill. And that's all she gets as she gets taken out too. An ace going over to the big green. But Zyra came up, so it don't really count as an ace. but she got ace.
But it's actually a very clean stun by the Sejuani because, I mean, with those resetting stacks on kills, the Aurelia definitely could have gotten a few more.
Right.
But stunned her like right as she went in, so she only got 1.
Ash not having the presence that she had last game.
No, for sure. I mean, she's still doing arguably well with the Kiana support and how the laning phase went out, but definitely not the powerhouse she was in the first game.
And that's all due to the support. People talk a lot of trash about your support. They talk a lot of trash. Oh, the ADC makes the game. No.
Oh, it's the support. The support really is the one who will like dictate how the lane goes, and the ADC usually is just a farm bot for until he can get like the right engage by the support or he gets into his items. But other than that, I mean,
because Ash made some of the same mistakes the last game, but Thresh was there to clean it up.
Exactly.
Kiana doesn't have that presence in this game.
I mean, Kiana is building. I mean, she's going like for a kind of similar Pike build. She got her warding item, Dustblade. I wouldn't be surprised to see her get another lethality item. Maybe try to go like assassin support.
Oh, and get stunned. And these CCs on top of each other. Morgana trying to stick her down. Using her ult. Morgana goes down after stunned. They're fighting. Oh, and Aurelia took her down.
Yeah, those Conqueror stacks are not to be are not like a lot.
I thought she was dead.
Well, no, because she had her full passive stack and a Conqueror stack, and she triple Q'd her for that nice healing. So yeah, she shredded through that HP bar and stayed healthy. This goes to show that like even if you're 7-2 on a carry, but one of those annoying Conqueror champions can still shred through you with that true damage and that healing.
Jesus. And Kiana catching out Zyra. And she's gonna die for it. That's Orianna.
Yeah, the layered CC on the Orianna with the Ashe and the Kiana.
Caught her right next to that wall. Made her pay for that.
The Ashe is actually, so I'm not sure if they're gonna try to go for this.
And they're going in for her. She gets stunned.
Here comes the 7-2 Sejuani, and we have a TP coming in on the top. Aurelia. Oh no, it's actually Zyra that's gonna
Zyra.
But the fight is already lost. They have already
just trying to mitigate some of this push that they're doing a very good job of not letting them push and advance their lead.
Oh, for sure. I mean, it's still. I mean, there's only 2K gold that separates the two teams, so it's a pretty even.
Correct.
Even game.
Because they're not letting them like what happened the last game with Kiana running. What happened the last game with the BenchWarmers, where they got a lead and snowballed it, is not happening in this
Oh, and the Morgana gets caught and dies to the Kiana support. Funny enough.
Kiana support.
Maybe he's on to something that we're not aware of.
No, he's not. As he gets shredded apart.
Oh, the Xayah coming in hot.
Xayah shredded them.
But actually, it's kind of the roles are inverse now. The 13 and 5 Xayah with the 3 items completed already.
Let me explain something to you. She went down like paper.
Oh no, for sure. I mean, the Zaya
That was
sitting.
paper. Good
Zaya
Lord.
sitting on 75% crit already at 22 minutes. With the 3 crit items completed.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, she just walked up to both of them with her W on and the blade collar and just like shredded both of them instantly.
Good Lord. You realize that was your life, right? Zaya! He has the flash!
Oh yeah, okay, the Mumu flashing out of that.
He had the flash!
Oh, no,
And that defensive binding! Gonna
Very
stick
nice.
him a little bit longer! Jace comes in to wipe him off the face!
Oh, that shockwave!
Oh, that shockwave! Knocking all 3 of them into it! And hey!
That's a free Baron. They should definitely go.
Oh
Baron.
my God! They got ace! That was bad!
They're doing the Ocean Drake for some reason.
That's definitely Baron! Why?
I mean, the rest of the team is going for Baron, but this
Can you
early,
get both?
I mean, I think they will get it. But,
Alright, so they're after it.
I mean, they're going for it, but the death timers are so short early game.
And there's
that
like, and the only one's up right now is Kiana.
yeah. I mean, I think they'll get it unless. Yeah, I mean, I don't think she'll be there in time for Miracle still, but I mean, taking the Ocean Drake before going for the Baron was extremely risky.
But it pays off because they
Yeah.
get both.
So now they get both. They'll have a nice amount of gold to go spend and reset the map.
Oh, this is why I say do not fight in short corridors. It gets you killed. That
Yeah, that
shockwave was
shockwave.
detrimental.
I know for sure that shockwave was really like the key component in the fight. She caught 3 people in that in the lane in that river.
And that's
And yeah,
it's because when
that
you
one
go
up
down, if you'd have took enough time to go around, you wouldn't have got caught like that. You went right through the river.
Okay, well, I mean, red team trades with the mid turret since after resetting the map they weren't in time to go defend that, but Ashe going greedy into their jungle though. Jace is kind of caught in no man's land top, but they don't spot him, so it's fine.
Crazy.
And now this 15-5 Zaya has a Guardian Angel to keep her safe on top of all of her defensive tools. Plus the Morg Black Shield, so she's going to be extremely hard to kill. And it's basically going to 2-shot anyone on the map, except maybe the Mumu. Oh, but okay, she's.
But they take that,
the
and he
ultimate.
gets ulted. Zyra goes down.
Okay, so the GA is
Amamu
off
gets
for
it.
Zaya.
Mama gets gazed in. We got a TP coming down. Zaya takes it down. Jace with a GA. Flashes in.
Okay, here we go. I mean, they're going for it.
Zaya gets chunked down. Amamu gets chunked down. That's another ace.
I mean, yeah, another ace for the team, and with the closest person being Kiana at 20 seconds, they're definitely gonna get at least Inib.
She's alive. They're gonna probably look for a little bit more than that. They have Baron buff.
True, but I mean, they still have 10 seconds to go. But
And wait a minute. This
Are they
is money
going-
said no. We're gonna take it.
they're going for it.
They're going for it. They need to hurry up. They need to take. If they're gonna take that, they need to hurry up and leave.
Yeah, but okay, so they're backing off.
That's a good point. That's a good. Take what you can get and leave. Don't risk your neck. Take
Yeah, I
what
mean
you
that.
can
Yeah,
get.
I mean yeah, they got the first Nexus turret and backed off.
Now we're looking at the opposite direction. So the gold lead's looking about 9,000.
Yeah, like 9,000. They got a lot of gold off that Baron advantage, and there seems to be also some disagreement on
Objective.
Yeah, no, actually, I'm talking about in the chat between the players. There seemed to be some BM apparently, but
Well, it's Kiana, and it's
she just
Kiana. It's Kiana. I'm telling you now, if it works, it's probably at a level I don't understand. I would have to break that down.
Okay, so I mean, let's see how much time do they have on the Baron buff. Baron
Morgana.
buff shouldn't have long to go. Morgana looking for the pick with the binding, uses the blast cone over the walls to safety. I mean, they should stop A-ramming mid and try to get a side lane pushing, because now their Baron buff is expired and they could have probably
And
made
they-
mid ult.
And again, that Orianna ult is in a very deadly spot.
Oh, they're fighting in the jungle?
And they're fighting in the jungle.
Okay, and there we go.
Must have not learned much from last time. And
Now
get,
fighting in the jungle
as
as
Amamu
well.
gets chucked down.
Okay,
And
and
oh,
aggressive.
completely whiffs.
Yep, and now with 2 people dead and no people dead on the other side with
Zyra
super minions going in. Oh,
trying to pick out Morgana. Morgana using
Okay.
that Zillion's hourglass
stopwatch.
perfectly.
very nice stopwatch.
Wait, did she not turn that into an hourglass?
Oh, no, it is an hourglass, you're right.
I was like, wait.
Okay, but
The
still,
ability
I mean,
is called stopwatch, though.
yeah. I mean, they're still kind of like looking for their footing because they're 5v3 and they haven't pressured anything, but they're going towards Dragon.
And it's another Cloud Drake.
Yeah, very bad RNG on the Dragon. 2 Oceans and 2 Cloud Drakes, which basically do nothing for them later in the game.
Right. And what you want to see is a mountain. An
Yeah,
Inferno.
exactly. At least 1 Mountain or 1 Infernal to get some late game objective pushing or battle stats, but
Right.
I mean they'll take the regen and the movement speed for long sieges and trying to get picks, but still. Out of 4, not getting 1 Infernal or 1 Mountain is still bad luck.
That's still bad RNG. Are we playing team fight tactics right now?
Yeah, exactly. Throwing a couple of spatulas in there.
Yep.
Okay, well let's see here. We do got the Baron that'll.
Looks like it's going up. Oh,
Yeah,
that
Oh, and the Mumu's getting caught.
that Jace Q didn't land.
Yeah.
Ward, going to Ward, gets caught.
Okay, gets
That's
rooted.
money.
The
Amamu gets taken down. Zyra's trying to flash out. They're chasing her down.
They're chasing the Zyra with no ultimate.
No ultimate.
Gets a nice root.
And
though.
Zedwana uses her W and then that Q to close that gap.
I mean, now they should probably just look to. I mean, look at the base. They already have super minions in there, so I guess while it's spawned and they're already in the vicinity, probably just take.
Yeah, they're gonna take Baron.
the Baron.
They're gonna take it. Kiana's in a bush. Wait a minute.
Oh.
Is she looking to steal?
But she has the dust blades.
She looking to shoplift. But it's way too late. And she's
no,
on the wrong side of the map for that.
Actually, very very nice zoning by the Orianna and the Mor to not give her any chance to steal that.
Right.
They recognize that they had more than enough damage with just the 3 of them to take it, so very nice zoning. And now the push, and they still have super minions actually in mid. They have 1 more wave, I think, coming before the inhib response.
Right. Now they're looking to push top.
Yep, I mean that's the thing. They already have mid inhib down, so just rotate.
Oh! Zyra gets cut down. Orianna.
Orianna gets the Zonias is for her.
And there's the ult.
Oh, the
Jace
ultimate
going in.
on the-
Oh, and Zedwani getting so much damage done to her by that
Yep.
turret.
Very very greedy though, using the Sejuani under the turret when you have Baron buff going. But still, they'll just recall with the empowered recall or reset the map. There we go. So all 5 of the team recalls looking to go. Red team just clears whatever waves they can.
And I agree with you. Without pushing these other 2 side lanes, they can't really put pressure in.
Because except that first initial push that got them the inhib with the Baron, they kind of just played played ARAM mid for a while and didn't get in side lanes pushing. So now I hope that they'll learn from their mistakes, get the mid inhib ASAP, and then look to rotate to get maybe another inhib and 2 lanes of super minions pushing.
Right. Because that way they can also split their focus.
No, exactly. I mean, with how far they are, I mean, they're still looking at almost a 12k gold lead at the moment. So, I mean, with that amount of power, they could still push with 4, get 1 person in the side lane.
Right.
So, let's see. Jace is pushing down the mid, pushing on bot.
Kiana gonna take red.
Oh, the Ash Arrow whiffs the Jace, trying to get an engage on him. Okay, so the rest of the blue team is actually pushing directly to the mid inhibitor.
And Jace is on his own in the side lane.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's exactly, I mean, if they play it correctly, they're pressuring mid, Jace is going to get that bot T2 for free. They just don't have to fight this, they just have to be patient.
Right.
See, exactly, they're being patient, they're not engaging, and Jace and Xayah just rotated bot, got that free turret, more gold in their pockets.
And that's the big thing, they have to get out, they're going to have to get out of there.
Okay, so Zyra actually using her ultimate to get that wave out of the way, which actually isn't a bad thing, because now what they have to do is clear as much as they can. But Amumu chunked down to half, actually, by a couple of hits by the Xayah and that red buff Selena.
Oh, and get caught! Not caring about the turret!
Oh,
Jumps
okay,
in! That Amumu knows! Doing so much damage! Irelia jumping around!
Yeah, but they're fighting under turret. Let's see if they can make this happen.
Wakes up!
There we go. That's game, I think.
And after another one goes down, those GAs,
that's an ace.
those GAs came in handy.
Yeah, definitely those two GAs on Jace and on Xayah came in handy for that power deck.
Very much.
And we also see that it's a completely different story for the Ashe, because she literally was shooting at the Sejuani and she was basically tickling her, so
Right.
not as effective as cooking. So there
And
we go.
this one ends in 47. This victory going over to Go Big Green Go.
Evens it out with those tank elements we were talking about earlier.
Woo! What a turnaround for Go Big Green Go. What a turnaround. Now, what I need to talk about is the sloppiness.
Yeah,
Sloppy.
yeah, it was another bloodbath deck, definitely with a lot of questionable engages.
You got sloppy, filthy, nasty, gross on both sides, actually. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about number one. Let's talk about how gross this Kiana support was. What was this?
Yeah, it definitely didn't.
No.
It didn't pay its dividends. I mean, she got a couple of good kills early, but after that, you see that she was pretty much useless. She was trying to get a flank on someone, but with, that type of income, when you're trying to play an AD assassin and you have a support's income, that's pretty much what's going to happen later in the game. You're just going to fall behind in items. I mean, she had 2.5 damage items completed, so what are you going to do when you need to scale on that AD? So definitely not, wasn't the optimal pick.
Right, and this is the lesson of keeping up with the Joneses. You can't keep up with the Joneses. You're poor. Understand that you're poor.
I know, exactly. I mean, a couple of the picks that can go like full damage or even like semi-damage and still be very useful, like the Zyra supports, even for the sake of it, there's some people that play Xerath support and stuff like that, is that they have such good scaling and they have like long range, reliable like stuns and pokes and stuff like that. You can still be useful, but I mean, at Kiana, you need to go into melee range and get that damage off. And with that type of income, the 10k gold, you're just gonna get deleted instantly.
You're broke. You're broke, bro. You're broke. It's the worst.
But still, this 11-2 Sejuani really carried their early game. She was 3 or 4-0 at one point, and really was very effective with her ganking and got a lot of lanes ahead.
That's what I'm talking about.
And that's exactly what we said that we wanted to see in this game, is get rid of that Graves and go to something more reliable with some reliable CC, some tankiness to frontline for your ADC and your carries. And yeah, very effective. I mean, even the Orianna, she landed, even if she only finished 3-2, still 18 assists, a lot of good shockwaves in the jungle corridors to turn some fights around.
And may I say, though they played a much better game than the first game, they were still sloppy. They were still sloppy.
No, I know, definitely. I mean, a couple of fights turned the other way mid game, and it would have definitely been able to swing in the other team's favor. But
they pulled it out.
Yeah, I mean, they came up with a W, so that's what's important.
So
and actually,
we're going to close.
And we are going into a third game, actually. Like
really? So that means this is the playoffs. We're going into the third game.
Exactly. So this is basically the winner takes all. So whoever does win this game will go into the final of the division against the winner of the other best of 3 in the same division.
So let's talk about how they close. let's talk about how they close. We're gonna skip that for now. Let's talk about what we want to see from the third game. No Kiana support. No Kiana support. Get a regular support.
Yeah, that goes without saying. Definitely.
Get a regular support.
Even if I'm the Benchwarmers, I just ban Kiana just to make sure he doesn't pick it. Because he does. It's like kind of when you know your friend is a baddie also and you don't want him to let you ban it anyway.
Yeah, you just ban it. Like, oh, my bad, bro. I didn't see you wanted it.
You know, exactly. I mean, you really did. I mean, definitely, he could have played anything and would have at least, like, helped the team.
Oh, my God. You had Nautilus still open. You have Leona still open. You have Lux still open.
The Lux that I mentioned, I'm not sure if they're kind of like listening to the stream at the same time between their games, but I mean, Lux, very powerful pick.
Lux is still open. You could have picked anybody else, and did better. And your Ashe needs you, as you can tell, because her first game, death incarnate. Walked around, and as soon as she walks up, she's instant death. This game, we ain't even hear from her. She's far off. She got a couple of kills. She got 7, but she was far.
I know for sure. It was nothing in comparison of what the
like her first appearance. She was far off from her first appearance. Her first appearance was menacing. She walked in and destroyed teams, wrecked them. This is the difference in your support. Respect your ADC. Not that much where you can just think you can pick her out of support, but respect her.
I don't know for sure. I mean, I think that the Ashe still did most damage on her team and was doing, arguably well for how the game turned out. I mean, they were 15k gold behind, and I mean, the Xayah was like, she had like 20 kills by the end of the game. So I mean, at that point, like, I mean, what are you gonna do? I see when you're like 2 items behind of your counterpart, and your team is losing 15k gold. You're kind of in a bad spot, especially with an Ashe that has like no escapes. She has like no mobility except maybe 8. So at that point, you're kind of positioning is very, very important. But if you miss position once, you get like nuked in a fight. So arguably, I mean, she didn't play that bad in my opinion. But like you said, the Kiana support really didn't have anything to offer to try and keep her safe and help her out.
That's the point. Like, you picked a carry like Ashe. Ashe as a carry, like, I see if y'all both were playing around and you did something else. Like, you picked something else other than Ashe. And y'all were just throwing this, making this game. You wanted more data on what they would do later on in the games. All right, cool. That's fine. I can respect data. I'm a big data guy myself. I like getting data on my opponents. But this just didn't sync with me. It didn't sink in.
I don't know. No, 100% sure. I mean, I don't know exactly like what was the comms like in that kind of situation.
Right.
Like what was going on, if they thought maybe that they had some sort of like secret sleeper plan that we weren't aware of why they were playing the Kiana support. Maybe they were overconfident in their victory in the first game and just wanted to have some fun with a weird pick and have bragging rights for winning with it on top of it, but they didn't. So now we're here and they have to play a third game.
So my question is, when did they realize it didn't work? Like, what part where they were like, oh man, the plan's over. Abort.
Probably the moment you press lock in. I don't know.
Like, yo, plan's done. Abort.
Because arguably, during the laning phase and all that, Morgana was landing some very key bindings to turn those fights around on the Kiana that was trying to dash in and get some damage off, and she did get a few picks. But I mean, your support, that's not your job. Your job isn't to be a walking like a death machine walking around the map and trying to like pick people off. You need to have some presence, get the warding, offer some sort of additional like utility for your team. But all she was at the end was just a ward walking around trying to clear some vision because she had like team.
That's it, man.
Well, actually, we have it, and I think we have a substitution as well.
But what I liked about Big Green Go is they kept calm. They kept calm. They got the first game out of their minds. The first game was detrimental to get out of your mind, but you picked up some good data. You picked up a lot of good data on the team. A lot of their patterns got exposed in this game. A lot of what they wanted to do in the first game didn't get done in this game. It was good that they picked those patterns up. And they fixed the two things that we thought should have changed. They picked a tank support and they played and she was much more present. She was much more present. Can we talk about how present Sejuani was?
I know for sure. Like we mentioned earlier, I mean, she did definitely have a lot of good ganks that got top. I mean, top was losing most of the game, but she just kept going after that Aurelia to like stop the hemorrhaging, and even a couple of good ganks on the Zyra.
Like, that's insane. How good she did versus her first jungler, that Graves. So I don't want to see Graves ever again.
I don't know for sure. I mean, and I invited you to the game to
Yeah,
get in here.
I got it.
Okay, cool.
I'm getting in there.
Okay, cool. No, because for some reason I couldn't invite you, so it was weird.
Yeah, because
Okay.
once they set you up, you gotta have a spot open for you to go down.
Ah, okay, that's probably what happened.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. But no, yeah, but definitely, I mean, really night and day compared to what the Graves did in the first game. And the Sejuani was all over the map, getting like, I mean, she was one of the reasons that maybe late game they didn't close out as fast as they could have because she was using her ultimate a lot under turret, far
Right.
from her team, and just like wasting it. But other than that, I mean, like really solid gameplay from the Sedge and the Xayah that really carried that game for their team. And arguably, I mean, this Orianna did great, had a lot of key ultimates, even though she wasn't the star. Morgana, a lot of excellent black shields, excellent bindings,
Yup.
flash ultimates to lock them down.
So, predictions for this game.
If they don't play Kiana support, I mean, it really depends. It kind of, I mean, I think it's going to be a close game if they ban out the Thresh and they put Puppeteer, which was the support for the BenchWarmers, on
Right.
something that he's not as comfortable as as the Thresh was.
Right.
I mean, I think anything can go because the first game was really all the Ashe and the Thresh lining hooks, and nothing was really important other than that. Second game was a little bit closer. I mean, BenchWarmers kind of lost it mid-game with the counter support. So, how the first game went and how much they can dominate if they're really on their game, I would probably give a slight edge to the BenchWarmers, but we'll see how the draft goes in that.
Right? And the draft is going to be the most important part. I see them banning Sejuani. I see them banning her.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, after how that game went, Morgana, Sejuani, for the Puppeteers, they definitely have to get. No, sorry, the Puppeteers, the BenchWarmers.
The BenchWarmers.
Yeah, I was saying the support's name.
Right.
So definitely BenchWarmers have to get rid of Sejuani, Morgana, ideally both of them, because I saw that they were really, really good on those picks, and that's really that was a big problem for them in that game. Go big green go. Keep the Thresh banned once again. If you want to throw in the Ashe to get her banned, I mean they could also pick the Ashe if they really want to. I mean, you don't need to ban her if you want to pick her and get it out of the hands of the ADC from the BenchWarmers. That's also another.
But they
tactic.
wasted a couple of bans the last game, banning Hecarim and banning Yumi. Who cared about those?
Yumi. And when wasn't I think there was another off ban a little bit. Something else was a bit peculiar, which we didn't really see any big reason. Oh, well, I mean, they did ban the Rakan to get rid of that Rakan Xayah synergy, but I mean, at that point,
it didn't look like it mattered because she just synergized with more.
I mean, does a support play Rakan? Does he even own the champion? Was he going to play him? You know, if you don't have any solid data about if he's going to play him, I mean, don't just blindly ban champions. You know,
but to be fair, he does have games on him.
I mean, if he does, I mean,
he has one game on Rakan, one game, and it's a loss.
On top of it, but I mean, even if he would have went 20-0, I probably wouldn't have put my money on him playing Rakan in the second or third match of a playoff game. But still,
right. But his Yumi is his most played champion and his best.
Okay, well, if they're taking him off the comfort Yumi pick, I could see then maybe that's why they target banned him in the second game.
Right.
So maybe it was planned and they really didn't want to play against the Yumi. I mean, it is possible. But I mean, if you're looking at the first game and you want to decide, okay, do I need to ban the Ashe or do I ban the Yumi? I mean, it's you ban the Ashe.
It's pretty clear.
Sure.
It's pretty clear. Get rid of the
Yeah.
Ashe. But then
Yeah, but
I can't criticize that because she didn't show up as strong as she did because of her support not being there.
Yeah, no, exactly. I mean, of course, like I mentioned earlier, she did have like a subpar game, but was doing some things right. Just like the Kiana support really wasn't helping at all. So I would have been interested to see like in an alternate dimension without that Kiana support how that game would have went.
Exactly, I'm very curious.
It would have went. I think it would have been a lot more. Could have had something a little bit more going for them.
Right.
But yeah, but we'll see if the teams learned a thing or two about each other. To see what they'll target in picks and bans. But I see there's only one ban to go, and then we'll be able to see them for ourselves and comment on that.
Right. So much to talk about, man. So much to talk about,
Yeah, for
especially
sure.
when
And
you have a 3-match game.
yeah, three-match game, and plus we kind of get to know these teams a little bit better, see like who's carrying, who's good on what, and stuff like that. Who is you had the list of the Go Big Green Go lineup. Who is their support in the two last games? Because I think they have a substitution that came in. I'm not 100% sure because I don't recognize the name. The support.
The support was Rare Hunter.
Okay,
so
okay, same guy.
Still there.
Okay, cool. No, never mind because I didn't.
There is no one on our team that's the. So that must be on your side. That's the substitute.
No, actually, no. I think I was mistaken. I didn't recognize the summoner name for the support. Okay, so we're actually in the picks and bans. So
we're already in the picks and bans.
So they start off with the Lee Sin ban once again for a third game in a row, targeting that Lee Sin.
Definitely your guy. They don't want to see that Lee Sin at all.
Yeah, they really seem scared of Golden Pharaoh's Lee Sin.
Yeah,
they have a lot of experience on him. So it'll be interesting to see what he picks actually this game. If they do ban the Sejuani and his Lee Sin is banned, what is he gonna revert to after that?
So Aatrox banned away. And after her last game performance, get Xayah out of here too.
Yeah, exactly. See, that's some very intelligent banning. I mean, Xayah pops off, goes 20 kills, you ban her.
Fear controls them.
Still pretty standard what we saw the two first games. Kayn, Aatrox banned in 2 out of 3 games. Kayn and Lee Sin both banned in all 3 games.
And my guy doesn't have a history with Kayn.
Yeah, I mean, like we mentioned in the first game right off the bat, I think it's just a really strong meta pick that they just don't want to see on the Rift. So, I mean, they just ban it 3 games in a row.
And now they're banning J4?
Okay, I mean, nobody played J4, nobody banned J4 before, and they just ban it. So maybe, I'm not sure exactly of how long.
And Morgana, out of here.
Well, there we go. Well, actually, they actually banned her. I mean, the team that played her last game banned her this time. Do they not want to give the Morgana over to them?
Yeah, probably. So we have Renekton.
Okay, interesting first pick. So I mean, Renekton, is all around, okay as a champion at the moment. But
and as we pick up Rumble.
Okay, the Rumble back into the game. We do recall that he actually did lose quite heavily to the Aatrox. The Aatrox.
Just hoping to do a little better this time.
Yeah, well, we'll see if we'll get redemption.
And Sejuani picked up.
There we go. So back on the Sedge, and we have Fiddlesticks.
Fiddlesticks.
Okay, interesting.
Jungle Fiddlesticks.
Haven't seen that in forever, actually.
And we're gonna go back with Orianna.
Okay,
right?
Back to the same mid lane. Back to the Zyra mid and getting the Orianna once again.
As we're going in the ban set 2.
Okay. So what are we thinking? So they still have the Ashe up, so I would definitely ban the Ashe.
Yeah, we're looking at our bottom lane.
I mean, at this point, you still have the 2 ADCs to be picked and the 2 supports.
So then we got Elise banned.
See, that's very particular. Maybe just not aware of where the draft phase is. Both junglers are picked, but they still banned the Elise. Kind of a waste of a ban, in my opinion.
Right? Like, so, they're locked in, right?
Yeah, I mean, see, like Nami, maybe a little bit a more intelligent ban because I do believe that Rare Hunter does play Nami, and he's still yet to pick his support. So at
Rare
that
Hunter
point, I mean,
does have a couple games in Nami.
yeah,
Win rate's
so,
pretty high.
yeah, but I mean, if I'm not having the Darius ban once again,
Does your guys have a good Darius?
that's a very good question. I'll
But
go
wait,
check his-
isn't Top already picked?
Yeah, see, another wasted ban, unless that's some sort of Renekton support cheese or something. Ban a top laner, well, top laners are picked. So,
Whoa, that's a good ban.
yeah, I mean, of course, I mean they've double targeted ban, not necessarily maybe the picks that Rare Hunter plays, but two, arguably very good supports that they ban out. So it'll be
So
interesting.
they're kind of leading him into one support.
Yeah. Oh, and they actually picked the Ashe for themselves this game.
You were calling that. You called that.
Yeah. I said it earlier. I mean, you either pick it or you ban it yourself. They didn't ban it. They knew that they were going to get.
And they
first
picked up
pick.
Kaisa and Thresh. He's coming back.
Yeah, the Thresh. Instead of the Elise and the Darius.
No.
Oh no! Don't.
No. You better be trolling.
Yeah, I think he's just.
You better be trolling.
Yeah, he's just BMing.
You better be trolling.
Hovering the.
All right. Okay. Zillion.
Very nice.
Very nice. Very.
Yeah, no, but actually very good because, like I mentioned earlier, the Ashe, what she's lacking if she falls behind is escape tools. So she slows people down, well sped up, and has a free resurrection. So I think very good, completion of their kits together, Zillion and Ashe.
Very
So
good
nice
synergy.
pick.
Very good. And
But
not to
early
mention
game-
that those bombs are annoying.
Oh yeah, for sure. Once you hit that level 2 and you can get your reset on your abilities to get that double bomb to get the stun and the poke, very effective against a Thresh and a Kaisa, which have literally no poke and are going to look for that engage full an all-in on the hook.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, the Ashe Zillion, very poke-heavy lane. If they can stay safe from those hooks, I mean, that bot lane is going to be pretty one-sided. But still, I mean, I'm interested to see how well this Fiddlesticks is going to work.
Well, I jungled last time. Our last game jungle. I would have banned Sejuani. That was the key to their early game last game.
I know for sure. I mean, the Sejuani. I mean, they did. I mean, instead of the J4, I would have definitely banned the Sejuani because I mean, they didn't. They haven't played J4. They haven't banned J4. So at that point, it's kind of just a blind ban that's not really doing any good. So I mean, if you ban out Golden Pharaoh's Lee Sin that they've been scared of for 3 games in a row, and the Sejuani that he just popped off on, at that point, he's gonna have to revert to like a 3rd or 4th pick.
Right. You're gonna force him into that corner, and that's kind of what you want to do. You want to force him into that corner to pick something that he's not comfortable on. He's proved that he's comfortable with Sejuani. We know he's comfortable with Lee Sin. Get him into a 3rd character, but you let him have the Sejuani again, and then you pick Fiddlesticks on top of that.
Exactly. I mean, plus once again on one team we do have a nice meaty tank in the Sejuani. You have the Zillion that's just annoying with the slows, the stuns, and his resurrection on his ultimate. On the other side, I mean, they have a lot of damage, but they still don't have a tank. So if they get caught out by an Ashe arrow or a Sejuani ultimate or something, someone's instantly going to die, and then it's going to be hard to win the fight 4v5.
Well, Renekton is going to be a bit of a tank. He's always a bit of a tank, no matter how you slice it. He's going to be a bit of a tank. All right, he's pretty big.
Yeah, well, I mean, it depends what kind of build path he'll go as well. I mean,
I agree.
like one thing that's always, I think, misinterpreted is that supports don't really fill a role as a tank usually because, like I mentioned earlier, the income is very, very low on those characters, and they're usually under leveled. So even if they're an actual like tank character, like Braum or Nautilus or anything like that, their itemization isn't keeping up with the rest of the team. So they're still not that main tank that you need in a team as a support.
Right.
So I mean, that being said, I mean, Renekton's probably going to get at least 1 or 2 damage items early and maybe then go tanky. So if he doesn't get ahead early, he won't be like that much of a tanky presence compared to a Sejuani.
That's true because her whole kit is tank. Her entire life is tank.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, she scales off, you know, maximum HP, and with that Cinder Hulk, HP is just gonna keep stanking, and she's gonna just be this like 4,000 like HP juggernaut, just dashing into the team and stunning
Just,
all of them.
but man, I feel like their bans could be so much more effective.
Well, I mean, especially on Go Big Green Go, they wasted the 2 last bans, like we mentioned, because support top and jungle was already picked, and they banned another jungler and another top.
And one of them could have been Thresh. Thresh could have been gone.
Exactly. I mean, at that point, pick either Elise or Darius.
Because you
And
planned on picking the Ash. You already planned on taking the Ash from that team. So
yeah,
that's a
exactly.
good point.
Yeah, I mean, they came in with a part of a plan. I mean, they knew that they were that they wanted to try it since they were on the right side of the second phase of the ban. I mean, they could have risked that the other team picked Ashe in the first rotation, which they didn't. So maybe it was a reactive pick. They said, "Oh, they didn't pick the Ashe. We'll just pick it for ourselves since we're first pick in the next rotation."
Mhm.
But I mean, yeah, I mean, definitely some questionable picks and bans. But also, I mean, where you know, we only see like the result of what they did on the pro pick. So maybe that wasn't the exact order. You never
Right.
know. Maybe they were just banning. You know, so maybe they didn't know. Maybe they banned those Elises and those top laners before they actually picked them.
Right. Well,
Okay,
we're loaded in for game 3, the final game between these two teams, and the one that decides who moves on to the next round. Let's load on to the Rift and get it on!
Let's see. So actually, I'm not sure if Renekton is. I think Nomad had a DC. Okay, there he is. Okay, he's back in the game.
He's good.
Yeah, because I think he DC'd at sort of the last game.
Yes, he did.
Okay, so there's actually a ward. There. I'm not sure if the red team knows that they're spotted by the. Okay, got some free poke on the other team.
Got some free poke. They really tried. They're trying an all-in invade here.
Yeah, well, I mean, just trying to invade, try to like throw that hook in there, but they probably didn't account for that. They placed a very nice defensive ward over the blue pit.
They're trying to keep him. They're trying to keep him tilted. They're trying to keep him tilted. They feel like they got him tilted last round, and they want to do anything they can to keep him tilted.
Yeah, trying to get those small victories down, negate any efforts they're doing, and like you said, to try to keep the momentum in their favor.
Right.
Actually, Kaisa is she just recalling to see the animation? Yeah, I was wondering what she was doing. Okay, so actually both teams start on the same side of the jungle, so there won't be any vertical jungling possible.
And that's kind of what you want.
Yeah, well, I mean, of course, I forgot that we also have the Fiddlesticks in the game, which probably isn't the best early invader, so even if he could have been vertical jungle, I don't think would have been wise. But...
Wow, that Q. All right, and I just want to let everyone know that the BenchWarmers are now on the left, and the Big Green is on the right.
There go Red Team, Big Green, and BenchWarmers in blue.
Correct.
So what do you figure we're looking at here exactly for the early game? Where do you think that the...
I'm seeing a slow and methodical play. I'm seeing slow. No one wants to take any risks. This is the last game. They're gonna wait for the other team to make a mistake, make a move.
Well, I mean, hopefully both teams did learn something from the first 2 games that the bloodbath kind of style is really snowbally.
Right.
So there you go. So actually, also to note that a Rumble took teleport again, and Renekton is a pretty, pretty strong early game and has the ignite advantage. So we'll have to be careful not to get engaged.
But that fire is burning him away.
Yeah, for sure. That's exactly what kind of pick and trades Rumble wants to go for when Renekton
jumps in, and that fire is eating at him.
Yep. Rumble overheats, but still winds up on the right side of the
And Fiddlesticks comes in to gank for him. Renekton coming down, flashes in. He gets flashed, getting eaten up, and gets taken down by Renekton. First one going over to the BenchWarmers.
And actually, Renekton with those double buffs is going to be very annoying because he was already ahead in CS, and now he'll have that red buff for the free HP sustain against all that flame spitter poke from Rumble.
Yeah, but my question is, why didn't Rumble move down?
Well, I mean, Rumble was getting Renekton like pushed like half of the wave and it was frozen on the wrong side of the map, so he rotated and Rumble didn't have priority in lane.
Yep.
But we have some action going down mid. The ignite on the Zillion.
Ignite on the Zillion.
Pop.
They're chasing at him.
Yeah,
there's not enough. They're chasing.
Yeah,
Ash shooting.
Yep. But they're taking mid.
But getting stacked. But yep.
Okay.
And Ash getting caught.
Okay,
flashing out. Zillion gets caught. Flashing out. Oh, and that stun was amazing. Turn.
That stun and Ash is going for the thresh. The slow.
Just turning into the thresh.
Yeah, nobody has
shooting
any
him.
No
one's home. Oh, but gets taken down. The thresh takes him down.
Oh, and the Zillion misses his
The Zillion misses the bomb. And a double kill. Flash into the bush. I see you. And one hit.
And we see once again that like really he knows exactly what Thresh is capable of, and with 50 HP, no hesitation, flashes and use that empowered flay auto to take the kill on the Zillion.
Just took him. That miss has to be devastating for the psyche. That missed bomb is gonna be like on your mind forever.
Yeah, that's gonna haunt him for a while. I mean, he landed that bomb, he just walked away, waited it for explode, and he would have killed him. But you know, a miss. I mean, when the whole fight goes down to one missed skill shot, I mean, that just proves how close it was.
Right.
Okay, so after all that action bot lane, which seems to always be the cataclysm of like every game. Let's see. Well, once again, Renekton is still is pushing in pretty aggressively to top lane. That's a few waves in a row that he just shoves into the turret.
Just chasing this. Yeah. She was out of spot. She was out of place.
Yep, just using those airy procs on his autos, on his bombs.
Oh, Renekton chasing down his Rumble.
He's going.
Where you going?
Press the
oh,
that damage though.
That damage.
Yeah, but I mean, that's exactly what Renekton has to do. He got that free kill, keeping a slight CS lead, making Rumble forced to miss CS, just shoving everything under turret. Rumble does have TPs though, so I don't think he'll lose. He won't. He might even get that cannon XP. Might even get the gold from it. No, he missed the gold, but still got the XP, so that's fine.
But teleport puts him right back in the lane.
Yeah, exactly. That's the good thing of having teleport. Defensive summoner, if the ignite laner doesn't get the... Oh, he's sitting on a ward, does he know?
Yep, he knew.
Yeah, but just barely.
Zillion runs up. Fiddlesticks comes out of the woodwork. Zillion caught on the wrong side of the fence and gets taken down by Kaisa.
Yeah, just gives over the kill. I mean, he really went...
Shooting him down.
Went aggressive at the wrong moment. No vision in the Fiddlestick, just waddles down.
And he didn't have his running skill to get out. Just didn't have it.
Oh, exactly. Rumble put in a little bit of pressure on mid while the blue team starts up the mountain.
Mountain Drake dealing the most damage out of all of the dragons.
Yeah, exactly. So very hard to take early game. You have to get good coordination, but 4 people on it. Mid roams down, jungle, and both people from bot are there.
Good coordination on it.
Yep, almost all full HP for the team effort. Kaisa's gonna need the plants to go back to lane. Rumble's starting to get a little bit of pressure on the lane because with his items that he was able to buy after his back, chunks down.
20, jumping over, trying to help. Trying to make a play!
Okay,
flash. But Fiddlesticks came down! Chunking her down! He gets out by Kaisa!
Yeah, it's Thresh.
Just hooking! On the wrong side, but don't care! Flashes up!
Nice.
Get confused! This one he goes down! But so does Fiddlesticks! Kaisa shooting! And Ash barely walks away with it as 2 kills go on over to Big Grave.
Zillion. Damn, okay. So basically it's Zillion, the carry, and Ash's support with a 0, 1, and 4 score, but still very good for their bot line. Oh, we have a TP coming in as well.
And got popped by the bomb. Another one blows up. Daya just runs in, looking to take down Ash.
Okay, there we go.
And they just scurry away.
Yeah, she got to the heal.
As I'm looking up top, Rumble getting pushed off of minions.
Yep.
These are mine, go home. Renekton.
Actually, Renekton came back with his Tiamat, so he'll be able to push a lot faster.
Yes.
Rumble
That Tiamat.
recalling, actually,
Even if you don't build it into nothing, it's such a great early item.
Exactly, just for the lane pressure and everything that it brings, Rumble actually is gonna lose out on this cannon.
And Fiddlesticks going in to gank Orianna. She's getting that Crow Storm is messing up as he.
Yeah, but probably not gonna get a kill. Yeah,
But
She
they
just
were
walked-
very close.
Yeah, it's very close. I mean, I think if the Zyra responded a little bit quicker,
Yup.
the sticks just looming
And
around
Renekton
there.
taking on two. That flame's
Renekton.
killing them up.
Yep, I think.
Oh, but
that's it.
Fiddlesticks responding and
Oh.
taking down Sejuani.
That counter gang, very nice by the Fiddlesticks.
Fiddlesticks take. Oh, and Renekton gets taken down by Fiddlesticks. Double skill going over the Fiddlesticks. That Q. Thresh getting
Oh, but we got
Zillion,
more.
but they're
Oh,
not
we got
focused on him. Turned around. Thresh still trying to. And what a flash to confuse him. Throw two bounty flashes over those bombs. And
Oh, the flash by the thread.
the chain.
Oh, and
Trying
the
to
hook.
beat him.
Oh, is this Thresh gonna? Oh, the flay. The
Woo!
flash by the
The flash
see,
by the ass to get out.
Yeah, but see, this is the problem when he's so good on Thresh that he's actually 1v1ing the Ashe, even if it's early in the game. But still, we were saying slow and methodical. This is a 15 kill in 10-minute game once again. Another bloodbath.
Right. Man,
I mean,
we were kind of like, man, maybe y'all might slow down a little bit.
No, not at all. I mean, Fiddlesticks already has his jungle item and his Mobies to be able to move around that map, find the right ultimate to dash in and turn
And
it
I
right
think
around.
that's why they picked Fiddlesticks. He's such easy to respond. He's there to respond, counter gank wherever Sejuani, because that was something that they wanted to do. Sejuani
Yeah.
goes around and helps around, get those
I know,
lanes
for
that
sure.
weren't doing good.
I mean,
Good ahead.
I'm not sure if it's just dumb luck because there wasn't a lot of vision around there, but he's always been in the right spot at the right moment to counter gank that Sejuani so far.
Right.
Oh, Fiddlesticks just walks over a control ward, probably didn't see it. But yeah, but definitely the Fiddlesticks, now that he's got pretty much ahead, has his first item completed, once he gets that Zonia's, which he'll probably build into next, I mean, he just ults in, does all of his damage, and is basically, has like zero risk if he chooses the right engage.
Axe arrow lands. Kaisa getting shot a bit,
Oh, stunned by the double bombs by the Zillion, but
but was far enough away to get away.
Yeah, they probably saw that Fiddlesticks just. Oh, Fiddlesticks walks over a ward, so they're aware that he's there.
Right.
So yeah, so Fiddlesticks just goes towards the end.
They don't look like they're gonna go for him.
No.
Sejuani! Jumping over.
Oh, jumps over. But it jumps over into 3 people. Oh, a nice triple stun by the Zillion, but
And Zillion's coming into play already as he saves Sejuani.
very nice.
Ashe taking down Kaisa.
Okay,
Fresh
Ashe-
going in. Gets taken down herself, but Ashe makes it out. Orianna
Okay.
bomb knocks Zyra into Ashe's
Wow.
range, and that's a double kill for Ashe.
Wow, that shot.
The equalizer came down and took out, and that's another kill going over to Big
Okay.
Green.
So that's a 4-for-1 for Big Green. They'll get that bot lane pressure, probably get a few plates for their troubles, and if they're quick enough, maybe turn to the Ocean Drake.
What a fantastic play.
Yeah, for sure, that was definitely good use of the ultimates, but they got a little bit greedy also to follow the team into a Zillion ultimate that was up to save the Sejuani.
Oh, wow.
Okay, Kaisa going in ham.
Kaisa coming in.
Oh, and the hook takes care of the Zillion. Like I said, they got a little bit greedy there for the plates. I mean,
Like, yeah, get two of them and then go to Dragon.
yeah, because now Dragon is up for grabs. They're all gonna have to recall because they're either low.
And they're
on
going to
health or
give them
not.
that opportunity.
But meanwhile, though, Renekton has 4 plates down
Exactly.
top lane.
So
Just
now
solo. Yeah, just getting that solo gold on the plates as well.
and it means
Yeah.
so much more to him because it's solo gold.
Exactly. I mean, he's actually gonna get. Is he gonna get it? No, he'll just be a little bit short of that first turret goal, but still.
And he almost took it down before the plate's falling, like 15 seconds.
Exactly. I mean, yeah, exactly. That's 4
Ass
plates
done!
worth of gold.
Catches threats underneath the tower! He's stuck!
Okay. Yeah, he's a goner. The Sejuani does stun him as well. Nice chain CC.
As they're going in for him! They're trying to take the dragon!
Okay,
Fiddlestick's forced off of it! Fiddlestick's still getting hit by the dragon! They're chasing him down! But they're gonna stop to take the dragon!
Okay, very nice. Don't chase, take the dragon.
That's all they wanted. They didn't want your life, they just wanted dragon.
Yeah, I mean, that's very good.
Well, now they're looking for your life! Sejuani!
Okay, so let's see. So they're looking to maybe like trying to reset. I mean, they have an advantage mid. Zyra at half HP trying to defend 3v1 probably isn't the best of ideas.
No.
But she can fend them off a little bit.
She's trying. Acid volley. They're not gonna care about her life. Is that Oriana? Oh, gonna knock her back.
There we go. Very nice combo. The Sejuani Q into the Ori ultimate to take care of Zyra.
Just
like
gone.
3v1 protecting your
Kaisa
turret.
going in, and that rush ult, keeping her in place. Sejuani come over and dies. Crowstorm.
Oh my God. Okay. That's,
What a play!
Yep, like overextending, staying too long on the map. I mean, they had a very good fight, got to pick off the Zyra, but for some reason stayed with no vision in the river, got counter-engaged on, and now they're probably going to lose mid-turret turret.
Yep.
Yeah,
You're
lose
being lost.
first turret at mid-priority.
Lost for. Wait, where are you? I think you're a little behind me.
Yeah, maybe I'm a second behind. Oh, and the thresh hook on the rumble top.
And the thresh hook on the rumble.
Oh, the
Ass arrow comes in, but it does not save rumble.
Yeah, because the turret fell at the moment that the Ash Arrow got there, so no more turret damage to turn that fight around. So yeah, actually, the BenchWarmers making a lot of back-to-back good plays, except for that losing that dragon. And now they're looking towards the rift.
They're catching them making little bitty mistakes, micromanaging mistakes.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the Sejuani not having a game out has already died 5 times. Going into questionable engages 1v3.
Right.
But yeah, but this is
Sejuani. All comes down.
The ultimate.
Thresh gets caught. Thresh caught him.
Okay.
But being resurrected by Zillion. But you wasted your.
Okay, so we trade a kill on both of them.
Sejuani getting drained by his fiddlesticks. Flashed over the wall. Was it worth it? It wasn't, because the BenchWarmers are back in the game.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, with all those small mistakes at the Go Big and Go Mid, they just got a 5k gold lead and are probably going to push with Rift Herald either mid or top, but probably mid.
Oh, and get caught. Kaisa. Wow.
Okay,
Rumble.
ham.
Got her caught on the wrong side. He overheats. Ash arrow comes down. Misses Kaisa. Kaisa still shooting. Goes down. Oh, wow. And
yeah, a poor equalizer placement though. He should have put it down the lane in the jungle to cut off her escape. And Ash was coming in hot anyways to clean up if needed. But still, again, like really small mistakes that just cost Rumble his life, fed an overkill over the Kaisa.
Right.
And they still have the Rift Herald in their back pocket to make another big push if they get a couple of picks. So yeah, with a 6k gold lead for BenchWarmers.
Yep, they seem to have gotten their rhythm and they're doing, and they're getting live here.
I know for sure. I mean all that solo time that the Renekton had top is really starting to show off, because now he's almost 60 CS, all 50 CS over the Rumble,
right? And
plus all that plate gold that he got earlier, which is invisible, you know, on CS or on his score, but is definitely amounting to some more items on him.
And that's the point of plate, is to get more items earlier.
Yeah, no, exactly. I mean, if they would have been able to respond with some more objectives and some more gold on the other side while he was pushing, but they kind of fell flat in what they were able to get
And then they stay
Straight.
too long as it is.
Exactly, and then they made a couple of bad plays like we mentioned, that they stayed too long, gave up some free kills and some free objective pressure, and now like yes.
And now Zillion gets caught out and uses his ult to save himself. Wakes up. Boom, the bomb on top of him.
Oh, a double stun, and Sejuani comes in hot.
But
Kaisa
guess
ults
what?
out the
Thresh
safety.
still not dead.
Yeah, Thresh.
Ash.
Goes
Shooting. Double kill for Ash.
Nice, okay. Ash trying to focus down the ADC, which is the right move, get the double kill. Meanwhile, though, Renekton pops the Rift Herald bot. So definitely get maybe
Because they're holding them. And they're holding their attention.
Yep, Zyra and Fiddlesticks just
holding their attention.
Yeah, so Renekton is probably gonna get a last charge on the T on the T3.
Wait, are you still moving or are you frozen?
No, I was probably maybe a second or two behind.
All right.
Okay, the Renekton uses the Ignite on the Sejuani, trying to get the kill, but she survives it. And now blue team are picking the Drake.
Yeah, you're ahead of me.
Am I? Okay, we'll try to fast forward it maybe.
You're ahead of me because
I'm at 2004 at the moment. 2006. Yeah, 2006, 2007. Yeah, maybe try to scroll the bar to get like up. This maybe you're a couple of seconds late, and it's.
I'm now 2020.
Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, so the blue team got their. Actually, I was mistaken earlier. It was a Cloud Drake and not a Mountain. So now they have double Cloud Drake at the pocket.
Right.
Yeah, and still, I mean, and still 6 gold ahead. Even all those shenanigans didn't give a bigger advantage to or disadvantage to any.
Catches the Zillion again.
Those Thresh hooks.
Oh my God.
It's a repeat from the first game.
Gets caught.
Zillion
Going.
himself, but he's probably a goner.
He breaks over, and he's definitely a goner.
Yeah.
Kaisa taking him down.
Yeah, like the Zillion really has to be careful because that Thresh is a monster once again, landing hook after hook. Definitely have to be careful for that.
This guy must work for Timberland because he's got these hooks in your head. And another hook lands.
Another hook.
Puts his Sejuani into it.
There we go, and the Crow Storm goes in.
Crow Storm goes in. Equalizer comes down, and there goes Ash.
Yeah, once again, I mean, that deficit is starting to really show because they're really unable to take a good fight, and even when they try to turn it around, just tickling them with whatever that. And they're actually starting the Baron.
They're starting the Baron after a fight. How confident can you be?
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
Orianna is over that wall.
Yeah, they don't have any vision.
They can see it now.
On the arc. They can, okay. That's probably that vision in the bush, but yeah,
they're waiting.
Probably.
She put it down there. She's gonna call it.
They want it.
But
oh, and they take it.
They
took it. Nice try.
It was a great call.
They tried to synergize the double bomb with the Orianna QW combo to try and burst it down, but it wasn't enough. A nice smite by Fiddlesticks. Okay, so with their almost 10k gold lead now, with the Baron buff in their pocket, they're probably gonna look to keep pushing their lead.
Yep.
Maybe even end it if they get a good fight. We'll see what
they
happens.
have to get a good one.
Because now with also Fiddlesticks has his Zhonya's up, so even if they want to try and make a gutsy dive, I mean, they still have elements that are capable to try and make that gutsy play if they want to.
Ash getting caught up by Thresh. Look at this damage coming out of this Thresh.
Yep, and the Kaisa ults in. Bye bye Ash. Yeah, so now in a 4v5, 10k gold down with a Baron buff pushing into you. We'll see how the red team responds in defense. But Thresh just landing hook after hook, clearing all the vision out of their jungle. So the red team will basically be blind.
Yep.
Trying to defend and have no idea what's going on past their base's walls. Yeah, so they're actually pushing 2 lanes at once, confident that their lead is big enough to scare them off.
Scare them off, and it looks like it's working.
Oh, Renekton is stunned under the turret.
And then the turret goes down.
Yeah.
Thresh!
Okay.
Kaisa gets shut down! The Crow Storm comes in!
Oh, and the Crow's Storm cleanup. But a nice ultimate on the Zillion. Thresh is caught out. Those Ash slows coming into play. But meanwhile, mid, Zyra and Renekton do get the inhibitor though. So traded a few kills for an inhibitor. And the bottom inhibitor is also exposed.
Yep, and the bottom inhibitor turret.
Yeah, so now they're gonna look to reset, go spend all that gold. I'm not even sure if they fully resetted the map after the Baron. I think some of them stayed on the map afterwards.
Right.
So now we're gonna have a lot of other items popping into the inventory just to try and cement their lead, and Renekton just solo pushing the top once again.
What a Ash Arrow!
Yep, that Ash Arrow predicted the Renekton to dash a little bit further, but still gets the turret with the powered minions. So blue team pinging the Ocean Drake, recognizing that maybe that's pushing a little bit over, and they'll try to use all that vision that they cleared out to go get a free Drake for themselves.
They should.
Yeah, I mean, why not? It's free at that point. No need to take any useless risks. Still almost 10k gold ahead, full vision, cleared in the jungle, just take that Drake, it's free.
Thresh jumps in! Alt!
The hook. Okay, he's that equalizer
he gets taken down, but he set up so many kills for his team!
Oh, but that Kai'Sa...
And they got caught in that corridor!
That Kai'Sa though. The triple kill for the Kai'Sa.
The triple kill for the Kai'Sa!
Yeah, so actually still on top of that fight though. They won actually 4-2, so I think this is game pretty much. I mean, Orianna has 20 seconds to defend all alone against these three members.
I talk about this so often. Where you pick fights at is the best. Now, Thresh didn't give you much of a choice but to pick that fight.
Yeah, for sure, but I mean still, I mean, yeah, that's pretty much game. I mean, 2 seconds. Are they gonna leave the Nexus exposed? Yeah, they're gonna leave it. So they are 2 turrets. Yeah.
Sejuani looks like she's trying to fight, but realize that there's minions in her fight.
Yeah, but I mean, at the moment, Nexus completely exposed. 2 inhibitors down. Fiddlesticks maybe getting caught here.
Nope, but Renekton comes in with the save. Sejuani dies, but gets brought back. Crowstorm shows up, melting them down.
Yeah, once again.
One more double
hook. That hook on the Ashe to finish her off.
Good lord.
Yeah, this is GG definitely.
And this is definitely GG. The BenchWarmers. Oh, and she tried to use her ult. They took the dragon just in case, but they're not gonna need it. As they take game 3, and this series goes over to the BenchWarmers.
Very strong showing. That Thresh not being banned really came to bite them in the ass. We can go.
Oh, did it bite him?
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, once again, that Thresh landing hook after hook after hook, engaging on perfect fights.
That song really stuck in your head because he kept hooking you.
Yeah, no, definitely. They're definitely gonna remember that one for a while. Try and target ban maybe something that's like really strong on the other team, because yeah, once again, I mean, Kai'Sa, once again, the Thresh got online, landing all those hooks, and she just kept raking up those kills.
You know, and
I mean, Kai'Sa
and Zillion's a good support, but again,
yeah, but I mean, but he was playing very aggressive, trying to frontline, landing those stuns all by himself when he could have just waited for the Ashe Arrow or the Sejuani to dash in, and then trying to layer some more CC on top. But he got caught a lot. Got caught a lot by those Thresh hooks and got nuked right away and was out of the fight. And their team afterwards had to try and do what they could
and
for
try,
the fight.
and try to mitigate that damage.
Exactly. That
was crazy. And a great game played by the BenchWarmers. Just great all around.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, maybe not. Maybe they didn't have that 30 kill Ashe like on the first game, but I mean, still a 26-minute clean victory, ending with the ending with the last remnants of the Baron push, taking 2 fights clean.
Boom.
Yeah. So maybe we should try and maybe add someone to the call. Maybe do a quick interview with maybe one of each team. Maybe.
Yeah, sure. That sounds great.
Yeah. So let's see here. Who would have? I definitely maybe on one team would like to talk to the Thresh, since on both victory.
Yeah, it
Arguably,
was
even if
very
Dash popped off, I think that he was really like the catalyst for the most of the game.
exactly very very good and definitely prominent in the entire winning of every single game.
Yeah,
That they
I'll message
played.
him. Yeah, we'll see who's available to talk a little bit more of the player's perspective of those those 3 games.
How do they feel about it? You know?
Yeah, I mean, definitely. When the series goes a full 3 games, definitely, I think it's a hard-earned victory for one, and maybe a little bit like a nail biter at the end. Also, they had their chances in the 3rd game, in my opinion, but did a couple of things wrong mid-game. And
Yeah, they just did a couple of things. Not much, but when they did them, they were just really really bad. The bench warmers made sure they paid for whatever they did wrong. Like when they did something wrong, the bench warmers took all of it. They went full throttle of making them pay.
yeah, no, definitely. After those couple of misplays, which the benchwarmers capitalized on, after that it was all downhill from there. They just put pedal to the metal, the Thresh lining the hooks, those crow storms coming in at very good times. Yeah, it was very hard for the other team.
It was very, and it was good to it's good to watch. It's good to see. It's very very good to see where a team makes you pay for your mistakes. But it also shows you when you watch the tapes back, hey, this is where our mistake was. It was very clear that we made a mistake here, and like for example, our biggest one would have been the way they stayed too long bottom getting those plates. That was a mistake right there. You should have gotten 2 plates, got off of it, and went straight to Dragon.
I know exactly. Yeah, that was one of that was where everything started. When they won a very close fight bot, but kind of overstayed, and then got turned on. Lost a few kills, lost the dragon as well. That's pretty much what started like the
Mm-hmm.
downhill.
And that's where your downhill started. And that was one of the biggest no-nos as you can. Okay, so the reason why this is a no-no, one, you won the fight, but it wasn't decisive. Y'all all weren't full. You weren't full
Yeah,
health.
definitely. I think there were like 2 people that were like under 200 HP. There were like slivers of health bars on the team pushing to the turret.
Right.
While it's safe and while you know that the death timer is still going, you still have a few seconds while they walk the line. Take what you can and you leave. But at that point, you have to be cohesive as a team and decide, okay, we'll take 2 plates, dragon afterwards. You can't kind of like just wing it and then get caught and then lose objectives on top of it.
Right? And then the answer. Then the answer. So say they played that perfectly, right? So say they played it perfectly, and they took the 2 plates and then went and got Dragon, and they played that perfectly. The answer is already being answered on the other side of the map. The Renekton said you left me alone, and Harvest Moon is my favorite game. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna harvest up some of these plates on this top turret. You know?
Oh, yeah, no, exactly. The Renekton almost got all 5 plates off his top turret. Like when Rumble, Rumble was doing what he could, and it was arguably, a good play to try, and he got the turnaround bot before they got caught, like we mentioned. They were getting plates, probably could have gotten the Ocean Drake for themselves if they would have pulled out sooner. So at that point, okay, whatever. They trade for the plates that the Renekton will get. But after that, when they got caught after, and the Renekton was still getting all that free gold, they kind of lost on both fronts.
And that's just definitely something that you just you really wanted them to. I really wanted to see them become more cohesive. I don't know what the comms sounded like during that time. If someone was telling them, hey man, we might need to go pull off or do this or do that, but it just didn't seem like they had the cohesion that they needed at that point in the game to make those decisions and to make those decisions well.
Yeah, no, definitely, and I think that in a few moments, I have a confirmation that the jungler from Go Big Green Go will be able to give us a few comments on his impressions on the game.
Right.
So he should be available in a few moments. Okay.
That'd be good. Let's add him to the call and see what we can. I love to pick people's brains about this type of stuff, man. It's
I know for sure. I mean, we're commentating, we're speculating, we're looking at in a bird's eye view of what's happening. So it'll be good to see exactly what was going on
Yeah.
in the players' heads after that, after those 3 games.